Bandor. At first, thinking it was the primordial powers, and thinking, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. The angel could sense that you do have primordial power, but has so far concluded that it was your own. To your surprise, perhaps, Bandor, that a lot of this power is just stemming from your own, it seems. After these resurrections, after these talks, and after the looting of some nifty-looking bathrobes, nice-looking general's uniform of a strange other world, as well as unique and strange but powerful items that the person used. Here we are at some sort of not crossroads. Here we are at a spaghetti junction. Lots and lots and lots of roads to choose from, because I will help you as DM, because it's been a while since I've actually DM'd you guys, and I'll help you as DM to remind you each of your own sort of like paths to take to steer the group into the next, or whether or not you can just punch yourselves right into the abyss if you think you're ready. But of course, before all that, Ezekiel has asked whether or not no, hang on my stomach. Ugh, excuse me. Asked whether or not if he could find people that support his promise to the sword, that he could bring some people to help rebuild this place. The angel is this elven figure. Now that he has shrunk himself to meet your sort of statures, no taller than the tallest of you, yet the presence is there. It's immense. This angel is one of the ones that was heavily injured, but has chosen to stay and talk, it seems. The angel with the lots of arms, and the angels with and the other angels have already flown, and they seem to have flown west of this place. You, Rati specifically, you are told through a sending message that the mage is fine and she's on her way. Thanks to the help of Zazu's mechanical fox, as well as Kai's bestial spirit. She will eventually be guided here. Thank goodness, because these mages have like 0 survival, so they're probably gonna get lost without some sort of help. Anyway, the angel explains that the elves can survive this climate. That they didn't have a war. This Thronetaker was just a visitor that tried to exploit them. And then he starts to explain what I said in chat there before, but he explains it in a way, and I start now in his voice saying, Talus, our god, has been asleep for a time. Centuries now since his last orders. We know he is still alive because the world still exists. We have been in communications with other angels of the other realms. One by one, bit by bit, it seems the gods themselves are taking to a sort of slumber. Yet, godly realms anew have sprouted up upon the astral plane. This confuses us. A lot of the angels have talked amongst each other and have figured out that not only are our pantheon beginning to slumber, new gods and goddesses are selected among prime individuals in the prime material plane. We would, of course, act on it a bit more, and of course, interpose, force our will onto our own beliefs, what we think is right with the world, which is always right. But of course, due to our god's sleep, we are unable to act of our own accord. Those that have tried, however, are our two archangels. And he points to the one that's flying like towards the west. And he says, though the one with many, many arms and the one with skeletal wings, which is like the same one, if you don't remember.
Yeah.
That one is the left hand of Talus, the advisor. And one maybe you would have met perhaps in the beginning, the one to intercept all visitors usually. Forced to retreat due to the Thronetaker, but perhaps now healthy and able, is the right hand, the one in charge of all of the other angels, the trainer of combat, the vessel of destruction. And he like projects like some sort of image with his fingertips and creates like some sort of major image, and you have indeed met this one. This is the same exact angel, faceless. When looking into the head of this angel, all you see is just void, an endless black expanse, maybe swirling, maybe just a tunnel. You're not sure, but the more you stare into it, the more it seems to like suck you in before he talks again and your focus is snapped out of it. And he says, these two archangels have tried to rally us, but they don't see eye to eye. Within the last few centuries, we have split into differing factions, but we work towards the same goal. Therefore, even if you do find, he turns towards you, Ezekiel, even if you do find other elves that are sympathetic to your cause and wish to see their birthright as well as their origins restored, I'm afraid it would be very dangerous for them to stay here. One, there are two reasons. One is to be caught in any sort of angelic conflict with each other, is to spell doom for the region that it happens in. And two, I hope none of you have done this, but eating of the fruits and eating of the food of this realm will grant you a significant boon. Eating of it twice will put your soul in danger, and eating of it 3 times, and you will cease to exist. And those of you that have eaten the fruit already feel like a slight rumble in your stomach as he says this.
Is it poisonous?
Not in the way that is... Not in the way the prime material plane identifies poison in a fruit. It is more akin to a divine curse. It looks towards you and just stares at you for a bit. And then it says,
Are you...
Have you eaten? Have you partaken of this fruit?
Well, we examined it, and I would sincerely like to. If one dose is great, then maybe we should try.
At your own peril. They say nodding, as if like he's advised you not to, but he cannot stop you if you wish to try. That sort of like expression. And then it says, and on behalf of Elysium, thank you once again. It seems you have been properly rewarded already, he says, eyeing the sword of the endless in Ezekiel's hands.
That was the agreed upon reward, yes.
I see. Well, we have one less guardian, but one more vessel of power willing to represent us. The sword will guide you. Should you fail to guide yourself, he says towards Ezekiel. Strange how he says it, but he sort of means it. You get the sense some things are lost in translation. But with the passive insights that you guys have collectively, straightforward. And this angel seems to just say things quite literally. And as he does so, you guys watch as eventually everything here is looted. You guys are beginning to sort of reconvene, dust yourselves off, newly resurrected, just resting. The
sword
mage
sentient?
herself. Do you ask that to Ezekiel
I was
or to
more
the
so
angel?
asking, just in general,
Oh, no,
like
you don't know.
as a question of matter of fact, like I was speaking like towards the angel and Ezekiel. Like Ezekiel
Okay.
would he know? But like
Yeah.
Sorry, I had you turned down.
Yeah. Sorry, Ezekiel.
I had him turned down, so I didn't hear what he said.
Oh, he had asked if if the endless sword was sentient.
Yep.
okay.
There you go. Yeah. As the angel finishes speaking of that and of just a little bit of the brief history, he then asks, "Do you have any more questions?"
The divine
From
curse from the food. Does it apply only on the second, or the first one also?
I advise you not to try.
Well, we're going down to visit to save our buddy the elf, and things are gonna be tough.
Yes.
It would be helpful to have advantages the fruit would provide.
Yes. I genuinely cannot tell you. Not due to restrictions of knowledge. I myself do not know when the curse will act upon you.
I
It
see.
is said that those that have partook in the fruit twice, only an estimated let's say 1 out of 10 of them have lived through it. And of course, on partaking the third time, which is very few in our long history, very, very long history, none have survived.
Have any that have had only a single helping had consequences?
Some have.
Immediately or in the weeks following?
Hard to tell. It is a strange divine curse. I myself am one of the newer angels. I am only 3 centuries old, and therefore I cannot speak on this matter. It is strange even to me. Yet, for us, it is just sustenance. Merely food. It does not give us any extra powers, like it gives you. And there are far more creatures. There are far less creatures that are indeed stronger than us angels that have also eaten this fruit and gained powers. So it is not a question of power, nor is it a question of. As best as I can explain it, it seems tailored to the angelic form to eat it.
I have 2 questions.
Go on.
Or sorry, 3. The first one, the solars that were, or your brethren that were mad inside of the fortress that we visited before, are they returned to their natural state, or are they stuck like that because of the effects of the Thronetaker?
Yes and no. Some will perhaps calm down due to the effects of the Thronetaker being diminished. However, this madness has been prevalent in our angels. They do not take to outsiders lightly. Those that are local to Elysium, they do not pay any attention to.
Okay. Second, you said that, or unless I misheard, there were elves and beings that lived here before. Did they have any weaponry or gear that is no longer in use, that you wouldn't mind parting with?
You will have to speak to them yourself. You'll find them in the fortress in the center island.
Okay, and then third, there was the null tornadoes that was going around, and I believe we moved one here, to help aid in our fight in the what's it called, in the fight against the Thronetaker. But there were beasts around one of the tornadoes. Are those native to here, or were they brought here from another plane? I believe they were winged beasts.
Winged beasts. Looks at you confused.
I
Shakes his head.
wait. I don't have another Tarrasque, do I? I don't.
I don't know what you're.
One of the
Yes,
one
I
of
don't know
the
what you're talking about,
feathers.
sorry.
Okay. I can't remember. It was like a giant eagle, I believe, but
Yep.
that's
Yep,
fine.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
The angel does not know, but you are correct. Yes, Kaid. There
Okay.
were winged beasts spotted around these null tornadoes.
Mhm. And the null tornadoes are now not present, right? Or are they still
Oh, they're
there?
actually still around.
Oh.
Actually, and the one that was actually like coming towards you guys, it's very close, but it's not hitting you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I suppose it wouldn't be too much to ask that we get out of here and make our way back to the said fortress, or wherever we're going. Where are we going? What is the plan?
Where are you going, indeed? Well, first off, time for some logistics. Who's taking the loot?
I feel Shano or Zazu should take the movement things.
Yes.
I feel like that would be helpful.
The locust pads? I mean,
Yeah.
there are 10 of them, so you can spread them around, but yeah, you can have all 10 of them.
I
think
feel
of
like
them-
with my
true.
wings of mother and my misty step, I have a decent amount of movement already.
Also, I wrote that
So, I
wrong.
wouldn't be
It's not a
opposed.
consumable, it's just
My phone died.
Uh, yeah, I don't normally sleep this late, but I think it's because, like I said in the chat, I had a
Yep.
dentist appointment, and my body just wanted me to reset my sleep schedule.
You're talking about that just before as well. So yeah,
Mm.
you accept the locust pads,
Yeah.
Zazu?
She'll take them.
Okay.
Can we play
Put
around
those in
with
the
them,
inventory.
or
What was that?
can we do we have time to like just test them out and see what it does with it?
Yeah. The guy that fought with them, he kind of just slashed his sword on these locust pads and sent them towards you guys, and just laid them across the ground for him to use. When you use them, when you just throw them on the ground, they seem to operate just as he did. The hexagonal sort of tokens, when they hit the ground, expand, and they become like footpads for you to just bounce off. But when you use them, when you actually like step on them yourself, you're given some sort of prompt in your head, like a direction instantly. and if you fail to pick a direction, it just shoots you straight up. So it takes a while to get used to, because there's a bunch of you just being shot straight up 30 feet into the air and then falling back down.
Oh, this.
Can anybody use the pads once placed down?
It seems so.
Hey.
Ooh.
This reminds me of something from a game I played too.
Can I take
From a
it?
game.
It is pretty game-like, yes.
Yeah, no, because in a game, when you because when you're traveling through a cave, in a specific area in a cave, to get moving all that, they use like what's called a painter tool, and you paint it on the ground, and when you step on it, you get a movement boost.
That's pretty much it. But this one, essentially, it's less movement boost. It's less like a boost to your movement. This is like more like a jump pad.
Yeah. Rather than make my movement boost, like increase in speed is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Jason, you're probably like the most deft to try this. You try like what that guy did, which is use like 4 or 5 at a time and like pinball machine someone, and like you get very dizzy very quickly. You throw up just like trying to like this is so fast. You're not sure how that guy could handle it. So yeah, this item, you can train with this item, and after depending on the checks you do, it could maybe take like a week, a month, or a year, but you can get proficiency in using locust pads. So it's a strange item, but yeah. Yeah, you can use more than one in a turn, but I will have you do some checks, because you can disorient yourself or completely screw yourself over by propelling to the wrong direction. Or just miss. But using one seems to be fine for the lot of you. At most, probably like the deftest and sort of like most well aligned in terms of perception that can use this. So Kaid and Jason can probably use at most 3, comfortably 1 and 2 with a bit of difficulty, and Zazu at most 2, and the rest of you can probably use it at most 1. Yeah.
Can I ask for...
Oh, well, actually, looking at the stats, Bandor would be able to use it at most 2 as well. Yeah.
He's just a guy.
He is just a guy. He's getting less and less of just a guy, though, it seems.
Can I ask for 3? Yeah. Or does it all... that only one person can just have all of them? Can it maybe split?
It's up to you. If you want, you can just chuck them all, like, you can shotgun spread them all in one action if you want. Just, like, tell me, like, what cone are you spraying at all the locust pads in? Just throwing them all out there. And I'll be like, alright, I'll just randomize them in that area.
So, if I got this right, with the people that can use the perception, or use it most on perception, that would be exactly 10. Me, I believe it was me, Jason, Zazu, and Bandor that make it 10 in total. Are you guys fine with that?
I don't want
3
any.
for me,
I don't want any.
Oh, you don't want any? Oh, well, it's up to you, Shayna, because I already said that you can have it.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Shayna.
I'll take
3.
I'll just if
she
you,
doesn't mind sharing if
3.
needed, because she is warming up to you guys. So
Okay.
All right, sounds good. So 3 for Kaid, 3 for Jason, 4 for Zazu. All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah, these things are. I mean, you guys are relatively creative on your own, and this will definitely increase it.
Is what Rati posted in the.
Bing, bing.
Is what Rati posted in the thing the description for the pad? No. Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Because
brain just
all
did the
Rati
flippies.
says, all I see is Rati saying that the bathrobe looks amazing. It is.
It's in the Ederic chat.
Oh.
He said that the vector pads. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So who's getting the? If anyone, who's hanging on to the focus saber? This one looks strange. It's just it is just the steel handle of a sword, nothing else. But when someone picks it up, it lights up like a lightsaber, but it looks more like a katana, a lightsaber katana than anything else.
Would require attunement, right?
It does require attunement. I just dropped my SSD. Shit.
On for it.
Okay.
I would, but I'm kind of attuned out. I already have 3.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I what? I have
sorry.
2.
It is not attunement.
Oh. I'd be very,
Yeah,
very
I was
happy
gonna
to
say
take
that my rapiers needed an attunement, don't they? Wasn't? Oh no.
Only only one of them did. I believe your
Yeah,
frost brand does not, and your fire one does.
Yeah, so
Or-
I think I would be 1 out of 3 then, for or whatever amount that is needed.
Oh.
For
It doesn't need attunement.
achievements.
Yeah, it does not need attunement. Yes,
If
I don't know. I just want.
it's a very powerful technology of the world of steel.
I have a decent amount of spell slot, I could use this. Unless somebody else is going to be more proficient with it, I'd be happy to take it. But it sounds like if you want it, you can take it.
Yeah. But she's more proficient with rapier, like the rapiers
for them,
and
'cause
or
I'm
finesse
dead
type
to
weapons.
It is a finesse weapon.
This is finesse.
Finesse
Yeah. Well,
longsword,
she
yeah.
is. Yeah. Well, she is finesse. So.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go for it.
What are you for spell
Yep.
slots? Are you just pure warlock, Jenna?
I believe Zazu has cleric levels.
Yeah, I'm cleric level, so
Cleric and fighter.
So you
yeah,
could.
cleric fighter.
He's got 3 level 1 spell slots.
Do you have any warlock as well?
No, he doesn't.
Zazu?
No war.
And I believe that the Tarrasque disappeared with the guy, didn't he?
Correct. Yes.
Damn.
I could amplify the sword with spell slots, but it would only be a secondary weapon for me.
By the way, since it's not an attunement, someone else can use their action to, yes, indeed, sacrifice their spell slots to amplify it.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Oh, that's
Yep.
cool.
Would you have to be touching it, or would it be like a?
Oh yeah, you definitely have to be touching it. Like,
Wouldn't that be good for Jason?
With what spell slots?
No, but
You
not
guys-
with the spell slot situation, but we can sacrifice it for his multi attacks.
his
Mm,
multi attacks
only got
are only his fists.
Yeah, punches.
Yeah.
If he was the other kind of monk, then maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me. I'm probably the only other person. Well, no, actually, no. We
Well,
have somebody else that can do multi attacks.
It's a good weapon for Bandor. It's a good weapon for Zazu. It's a good weapon for Kaid. It's a very, very good weapon for Ezekiel, but he's already got the Sword of the Endless.
Yeah, we can kind of just pass it around as need be if that becomes the thing.
That's actually a good idea.
I'm missing how it would be good for me.
The
This sword is pretty much made for Dex Paladins.
Yeah.
I'm not a Dex Paladin. Not this character, anyway.
Oh no, I know you're not a Dex Paladin, but since it's finesse, you can also just use Strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the amplification process, Clyde. Can you just like dump 15 associated slots in, or do they
Yep.
have to be certain levels? Or
Nope, you can just dump 15 associated. You can choose. So you can choose, like, if you're a wizard, expanding an action, you can choose. Okay, I'm expanding a 9th level and a 6th level. Bang.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
The damage lasts for a minute. So when the minute is about to be over, and it has a total level of 5 spell slots on it, you can put 5 more in it, and basically re-up it, and this time it'll be a 3d8. So you can extend it like
Yeah.
that as well.
What
That's
happens if
a-
you're a minute?
This is
like-
more. This is less magic and more technology. That's just sort of like amplifying magic, it seems.
if you're
Let's
at
go
the
gambling.
minute in, can you just chuck a single slot on just to keep it going, or it has to be full unit of 5?
It has to be a full unit of 5.
Okay.
Yep. Sucks the D&D rules. I actually have to tell you everything this thing does if it's not an achievement.
Mhm.
Because apparently you guys can just detect it like that.
That's a sick
but yeah.
weapon. I'm more than down to let Zazu hold on to it, but I definitely want to take a look at it.
Ezekiel, pick it up.
Is it? Is it?
You pick it up,
enchant- oh,
Ezekiel. It immediately
Okay.
produces like a force saber, similar to how the guy was wielding it against you guys.
Question. Ezekiel,
Side,
does it get longer with certain? What's it called? With certain people uses it, or does it like take different shapes or forms when different people use it?
You're unsure, but you do remember the guy when he spent a spell. When he duplicated it and dual wielded it, he put it together and turned it into a halberd for one attack. He did do that, which was strange.
How can
You pick
duplicate
it, Ezekiel pick it up, and normally the magic, the information of like some sort of magic item feeds into you. You only know to put in power into this, and it will work, and that's all you know.
I
It
think I know
seems
how it
this
works. I
weapon
think
is
I
a
know
bit.
how it works.
Yeah, it looks like you have to experiment a bit with this weapon. So let me know what you guys are gonna do with it.
I'll wait till we're back at the war lab because I have a very, very, very good idea. Maybe.
We haven't long rested yet, right?
You have not, and the long rest here is 7 days.
How many days did we spend? I believe it was said that we spent a certain amount of days here, right?
We've like just finished the fight currently. Like it's
Yep.
minutes out, maybe
So
half an hour.
at most,
Okay.
you've spent like half a day here so far
Okay.
from when you entered.
So, my first instinct is to try to make it back to the war lab. That is my first instinct.
Is that angel still?
But
The bathrooms.
can we? This sounds very like kind of maybe very stupid. But can we go look for the beast that we saw? The eagle, the giant eagle. I
If
kind
you'd
of want
like.
more of the feathers.
Sure, if you'd like.
I'm gonna-
What
I'm
was
gonna
that,
send group.
Ezekiel? You were saying something?
Is the angel still here?
Oh, the angel is still here, actually. Yeah.
Can I ask him a question? When we walked through the portal last time, we got put somewhere we haven't been before. Is there a randomness, or is there a way to target a certain area?
Yes and yes. Are you familiar with demons and devils invading through broken rifts to your world?
I think I
No.
would. I would be.
You would be kind. You'd nod to that, and he'd say, "Devils and demons, do that to your world, and so do rifts from the Fae, the Shadowfell, from nearly every reality the Prime Material is connected to. There is a randomness to it. There are certain limitations to it as well, and if powerful enough, yes, you can control it. Make an Arcana check, Ezekiel. First roll.
Did anyone grab the guard uniform?
No one
Yeah.
did. Not yet.
Oh,
Arati did? Okay.
Wait,
Oh.
I'm bathrobing it up if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
You grabbed the bathrobes, not the uniform.
Oh, what about? So no one's
Oh.
grabbed the actual uniform.
Nope.
oh,
It's just there.
it's different. Oh.
But yeah.
I read
Oh,
His uniform
I
is
thought-
not the bathrobe.
Oh, I thought that's okay. Can I take the uniform?
You can, yes.
Yeah.
Arcana. When he mentions when powerful enough, you can choose the destinations. It pops up into your head. Oh, all right. So mages have done this in your world. Actually, that's why you need special things like tuning forks plane shift somewhere safely and to certain locations. There's also in Legend a mythical level spell called Gates, where you spend an awful amount of just diamonds to make sure you call someone or you portal to an exact location of your specification. So there are those sort of like powerful spells in order to do so that pop up into your head. But that's about it. The angel continues and it says, I'm interested. Are you asking because you would like to return to this realm?
Yes, and yes, I would like the ability to return to this world to,
And
as
then
I am the protector of this.
it nods. And then the angel says, I believe you are already able to do so with the sword.
Yes, but when I go back, I would like not to be thrown into a random area.
I believe the sword will. Oh. Fair observation. While there are certain factors that may be unlocking the potential of where your sword will take you, I'm afraid I do not know what these factors are that are affecting you. However, the sword will always try to bring you and warp you to. I believe you have already found the sanctuary of for travelers.
Yes.
It seems
Would-
familiar to you, and then you vaguely remember just the spot Bandor, Rati, and Jason were in. Yeah. Yep. Correct. Over here ish. Somewhere located in the northern forest is some sort of groves, a sanctuary where it seems safe for at least outsiders like you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the sword will always try to bring you there, but if there is some sort of external factor affecting the warps, I'm afraid I cannot help you in that regard.
And I'm more worried about in the return travel.
Return travel?
Yeah, when we go back
return
through
to
the
our home
gates.
plane.
Like when we leave here to go back to our realm.
What is preventing you from leaving?
Like to locate nothing's preventing us. It's the random that we got when we go back.
It's not random when we go back.
Yeah, we can teleport just about to anywhere we wanted to. We just didn't have a set point when Headfree did it.
Can you guys go through the gate?
Yeah,
Yes.
we go through the gate, but that's where it took us to the Orc City, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And then another
you're
time
just saying.
Headfree teleported. Or not Headfree, Rosengard teleported us.
That is indeed random. That is a safe passage towards your world, although that is also that brings you to a rift within the world that is the most open at the time.
Okay.
I was under the
Might I be
impression
able-
you had come here through your own powers, and not through the use of the rifts in the world. Am I incorrect in this assumption?
You are correct that you're incorrect.
Yes, the mage brought us here.
Mhm.
Where is she? We need to get
Hi,
out of here.
she says as she like arrives. The mechanical fox goes back to Zazu, and the spirit beast goes back to Kaid.
It goes poof.
Yeah, this is where it like jumps up to you, ready to cuddle. Poof.
Poof.
No longer. But you know you can always spend a spell slot to bring it back.
Mhm.
But yeah, the mage eventually returns and she catches the tail end of it and she says, So did I help?
We're
Big
alive.
time.
True, actually. I feel like now hang on. I know all of you look a little worse for wear. That one is still bleeding through his nose, she says, pointing to Bandor. And oh dear, what the hell happened to you? She says, looking at Zazu. Oh. And then she just says, I know this is not the correct timing for it. Hello, Angel. And he just says, greetings, looking confused. And she says, I feel like this job is worth a bit more than 1,000 gold. I know that is what we agreed on, but if you wouldn't mind putting in a bit more for just what I witnessed and all that, would that
How
be
much
fine?
would be 20 platinum be? 20
That's
platinum would
200
be
gold.
what? 200 gold? I'll add in extra 20 platinum for troubles.
I feel that if you were willing to risk the fight, we would have rewarded you, but you left us to our own devices, so
Wait. Hang on. No, you told me to. This isn't right. No,
you
I
said
remember.
explicitly you wouldn't fight, and we agreed to that.
I know, but I was still put in a lot of danger, and I did a lot more than I thought that I would do.
You mean you controlled the weather like we paid you to do?
Yes, but that is not weather that I am used to controlling. Also, there was a bit of a close call. We are down a person short, aren't we?
He's been revived, hasn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I took the old mate out of the
I-
bag. It's the first thing I said.
Ah, okay. It's at this point
Yeah,
then
he's still not getting paid.
He's unconscious. Let's just say, and that's at that point she goes, "Oh, how is he alive?"
Miracle.
She shakes her head. She takes your 20 platinum. She just looks at it. She goes, "Well, you know what? This will have to do."
Unfortunately,
Yeah, this
being a savior of a realm doesn't really pay too well.
Savior of a realm? Is this what we did? What you did? Sorry. Is this what you guys
No,
did today?
you played your part. This is what we did
Oh
today.
no, I didn't participate in the fight at all. Sorry.
You moved a giant tornado that devoids things of magic. I'm pretty safe to say you played a pretty good part.
With your perception, it looks like she's still like sort of twitching her fingers every now and then, and you see like flowing of magic still in her fingers, and you watch as she's just like sort of like absent-mindedly still concentrating on something, and she says, "Controlling it, yes. I am still controlling it. Where do you want me to take this thing?"
We didn't plan that far ahead.
Do you want to just put it in the center of the lake? It seems pretty out of the way.
She says, she looks at the center of the lake, which is quite literally where you guys are. Are you sure?
Yeah. Right on top of us.
After we move, of course, but
You are paying me. I will take these suggestions literally. I'm not sure what plans you adventurers have. So
Let's,
do be clear.
yeah, I would like to move away from the lake before you were to move the giant null tornado into the lake.
That
But I feel like
sounds-
that would be a pretty good place.
That sounds wonderful. All right, I shall do that.
I feel we should investigate this place to see if there's any reason the Thronetaker set up shop here.
Okay, where currently is the tornado? Can we get a visualization of where the tornado is?
It's like howling, just like a block north of you guys.
Yeah, it had to be close.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are kind of like speaking like a little louder than usual because of the in the background.
Where I'll ask
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
Rati and Ezekiel, where do you guys want the null tornado put so we can it's investigate this? How long can she hold the spell? Matter of factly,
8 hours or some shit. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
So how much longer?
Probably
even
a
more
long
hours.
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Concentration up to 8 hours. Yep, there we go. She's got
Yeah.
7 more
Okay.
hours on this.
Okay, well, I would like to investigate like they said. So let's move the tornado away from the lake. Where would that be the safest? Down towards here.
Send it back where it came from.
Oh, yeah, I can handle that. And it begins to just howl even more. And when this happens,
Well-
Wait,
Can you tell her to do it right away?
wait.
it's kind of too late as the howling gale sort of like shoves itself towards you guys as well.
I'm gonna
She seems
push
to
the angel and go and run.
and the angel does not budge, and he says, "What are we?"
The spells are disabled, not destroyed. Go.
He looks towards the tornado, and it begins to like just move southwards, and. 4. Yeah. You watch as he sprouts out wings, and he says, "I see. Shall I meet you guys over to the west to move
Wherever,
out
just
of the way?"
get out.
He begins just flying to the west. You watch as like the mage goes, "Why'd you have to scare him like that? I'm not gonna hit us, you know."
And then, boom, the forbiddance will come back online.
Yeah, it does. And she goes, "What is this?"
Don't know. Let's get out of here.
She casts. Nope, that's concentration. Never mind. She's so curious. She wants to cast detect magic, but she has a job.
I'll do that.
You detect
Don't.
magic.
That.
You
Yeah, I
go
can detect
blind.
magic.
You go ah.
Out of interest,
Yes.
does Bandle's baby start burning?
He looks the same.
Okay.
Still a loving father. Same old.
Uh,
No baby born yet.
Indigestion.
Zazu will close her eyes and do the detect.
You
Crazy.
close your eyes and do detect magic. Your eyes burn. There's just so much magic in the fucking air at the moment. This forbiddance is like so bright to you guys. You just automatically turn it off. And you
Anyone
guys,
else?
yeah. As you guys try this, Kite goes 10 seconds later, Zazu goes It's the same sort of way. And
I
you guys-
close my eyes and detect magic too.
My eyes.
Do you actually have it?
Yeah.
10 minutes
Yeah,
later,
bro.
Jason goes, "Oh."
It's like watching
How
Homer
about
Simpson
this?
laugh
It's
at
my
it.
rod. So
Can I-
straight away.
Can my arcane eye pass through solid matter? Like, can it pass through the ice?
I believe not.
It's not. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's like a
It
physical
can,
thing.
it can pass through like very small spaces, I think.
We could punch a hole through, I suppose.
yeah,
but it can't enter another. A solid barrier blocks the eye's
Yeah, no,
movement.
I can't
Okay,
go
never
through
mind.
solid
Yeah,
walls. Yeah,
but the
no.
eye can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter. Okay, so it
Okay,
can
I
like
would
it can
like-
slip through something like an octopus.
Can I? Does anybody have something? Oh, I need like fire, something. Fire. We dig hole down. Into
We
ice.
Just look around like, what the hell? Where are we gonna find fire in a place like this?
I mean, I could
guys
set
would
something
be-
on fire.
He's literally on fire.
I was waiting for it to click.
Yeah, you'll do, and then I'll take like a arrow and snap the arrowhead off of it and put the stick on fire, or
you
like
wouldn't.
put the arrow stick on fire, and then
No, you
kind of. I wouldn't be
It
able to
looks like
light
he's
it on fire
burning.
off of you, Dizzy.
No.
Aw.
You look at this flame, and even if you do get a chance to like touch the flame, it's like harmless. Doesn't burn.
Mm.
But it
Hmm.
he just has like some sort of he is like on fire, but not. It's weird.
Mm.
I'm gonna.
Not hot to the touch, but I am a fire guy.
Yes.
Question: if I was to use my drying stone on the ice, would it get rid of the ice?
You give it a shot, no effect.
Damn.
Yeah, you need a flame knight, and I'm gonna put my hand out and like make a flame
Produce flame.
Can you
Wait, really?
burn a hole through the ice? Minor illusion.
Kind, you do
Light on
offer
this
it,
mic.
but only briefly.
What do you want to melt?
It's so
Why do you
true.
need to melt the ice?
I kind of want to see why the Thronetaker. Well, like Rousey said, like why did the Thronetaker decided here was a goodest place as any?
I believe I can provide an explanation for that. Says the angel that's just flying down to you guys. He's a little burnt.
What happened to you?
I believe the tornado was keeping some sort of barrier away. Am I right in that assumption?
Correct.
Oh yes.
Seems like it.
This Thronetaker was, well, before we get to that explanation, this Thronetaker was taken care of. What is this barrier?
It does not require concentration.
I see, but it's not unlike any other forbiddance that I know of. He says, and he touches like the border once, and he just, and he goes, ah.
I think he was cheating.
Of some
This
magics
is
are
what we call
beyond
the no-no
us,
zone.
I guess. That is an appropriate term. I can answer that question about the Thronetaker. The Thronetaker, well, formerly known as the Cross of Caelthwyn to us, they are infamous amongst the realms. Even demon and even demonic and devilish realms are under threat of him. If a world has its leader weakened, its armies weakened, or their leaders not present for any sort of reason, they take advantage of it and siphon the magics away in order to feed the magics back to the alliance of worlds he has made with. He believes that these set of worlds, although insignificant, in the grand scheme of things, but carry a vast population of their creatures. He believes they are all as important as the people in the prime material world. Of course, you are entitled to your own opinion about this, but let's say a few of the godly realms cease to exist because of this person. And due to that, due to the siphoning of such magic, he has propagated the existence of these fringe worlds. These worlds exist close to the far realms of the Astral Sea, close to the realms of madness themselves, and are constantly being bombarded by visions and enemies of the far realms. Creatures beyond anything you can think of. I believe the person is just extremely altruistic. Because, according to the information I know, he is the last of his own world. And he does not wish for the world of his, the other worlds to meet the same fate as his. Although there are two main stories surrounding the fall of Caelthwyn. His world, of course. One being it was indeed invaded by the beings of the far realms and destroyed. The other was a joint subterfuge attack by the heavenly realms themselves. All the special agents of the heavens and the hells and everything in between, apparently attacking this world due to its magic. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the type of magic he wields. This sort of magic is actually quite similar to the magic he wields, he says, pointing to Ezekiel. This one is bound by tenets and by promises. If he breaks any of them, and consistently, He will lose his powers.
Rough
I
kid.
see. An oath, similar to like an oath.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It is precisely like an oath, actually. Um,
That they're more like temporary
although-
oaths.
I am unsure of how exactly it works. From the fight alone, it seems somewhat temporary. Yet some were always on him, and some could be imposed upon you as well. As far as my quick understanding of the fight. That being said, that sort of magic. This is tens of thousands of years ago, so nothing that I know of, but only through story. That sort of magic was indeed extremely powerful and dangerous. Yet, I'm allowed to be a bit more skeptical because I am one of the younger angels, he says, smirking. So why do the clerics and paladins of our realms have such magic? He says, shrugging. Of course, this is all hearsay, information, stories to keep us... Speculations, yes, to keep us entertained. There's not much to do in the realms of... There's not much to do in the angelic realms. There's plenty to enjoy. But few things to really get you excited. Any of you proficient in religion?
No, not really. I think that would be more Ezekiel's.
Yeah, I think that's Ezekiel's purview.
Ezekiel?
No. I'm
No?
not
Okay,
religious.
no one, right?
No.
I think it was something like only Weaver.
Dassar? Dassar when we
Yeah,
were with
only
him,
Weaver
he
and
was
Dassar,
proficient
yep.
in-
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue on. And then he says... I am curious. If those are not your doing, nor is it the Thronetakers, he says, pointing to the null tornadoes. Where are they from?
I'm
They
guessing
could
it's a
be from the
consequence
world.
of the
Oh, go ahead.
Thronetaker.
Yeah, he was.
I was gonna say it could be a just self mechanization or self defense mechanism by the world itself, trying to protect itself by implementing, you know, zones where things would be shut down.
He thinks on that
In a
for
way.
a bit, and he scratches his chin a bit. Might not be too far off. I do serve under the god of winds and war, after all.
Who was?
Who is what?
No one.
He blinks like twice, like confused.
Well, if that is the case, then the tornadoes must be in places that is either A, protecting something, or B, erasing something that could be used.
Oh, so do you want me to not send it back to where I got it from? The mage just shouts out
hold
loud.
the tornado where it is right now. Hold the tornadoes for where they are right now, and we will discuss whether or not the tornadoes should be moved when we come up with a definitive.
It is
could
currently
also
here.
be unpredictable forces of nature.
Well, the angel says.
What do you know?
No, you're right. What do I know?
Just
I
a
feel-
young after all.
No. I meant, what do you know? What was that response for? You know something.
Ah,
He's an angel of
It's-
the god of winds.
he just nods and he says, "This heavenly realm is still new. I am of the newest of the angels, sadly. It could be. That could be the case. But I do doubt it. This is a heavenly realm. everything is controlled, or should be controlled.
It was until that crazy promise guy put a straw in the ground and sucked out all the good.
He nods. He can't help but smile at your descriptor of it. And he says, that has certainly put things, as they say in the mortal realm, out of whack.
You've been to the mortal realm?
I have heard how you speak.
I think they watch over it and stuff. They got elves there, so who knows?
Oh, true.
He nods.
Yes.
Like, yep.
My mother's an elf, but probably not the kind that you like. Nobody likes my mom.
Probably not best to speak of such things.
Good riddance. Just so random.
Whoa. The mage just goes, hey, we're all...
Hey, we're all
That's-
friends here. It's just
Okay.
banter between
That's a bit
friends.
excessive. That's a bit
Nah.
rude. She says in the middle of just twirling her fingers and just controlling the freaking tornado to stay where it is.
Listen, lady, you gonna control that tornado, or you gonna tell me how to act?
I can do both, but look, you're paying me. I won't tell you how to act. I
don't
apologize.
believe it.
Bandor, what do your special eyes see?
I look at the mage.
She's under a glamour. She's using illusion magic to look a little prettier than she is.
He would look at her, and then after Rati says that, he would look at her, and then go, and then kind of laugh a little bit, and then start looking around in other places. I'm not really sure.
She does not notice.
What do you see inside? Do you see anything inside the tornadoes or inside
Oh, he'll have to be
Where-
a lot closer to figure that out.
I
You
feel
gonna
that
be 60
this-
feet close to one?
I see a man.
I don't know about 60. What is the closest we got into one before? Because when I went to go get
Oh,
the
yeah,
beast
like a
arrows,
couple
they were pretty
hundred-
close to a
It
tornado.
was a couple hundred feet, and you began to feel the effects as well as a chance to get sucked in.
I see a,
Okay, yeah.
a
No,
man
thank you.
standing in the center. He needs
Yeah.
your help.
I'm not that stupid.
Yeah, me either. Worth a shot.
Could we
All right, well,
walk in the direction of one of these other tornadoes
specifically
and see
up
these
here?
ley lines leading off in that direction? I basically just want to get out of the forbidden, so it's not
Sure.
muddying water.
As you go, the angel begins to then say, "I believe this is where we part ways."
Hey,
Catch
how
you
do you
later.
feel about blood infusions?
What?
I take it that's a yes. Awesome. Could you round me up? I don't know, a pint or two.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't think I'm very good at this.
can I help him with this?
No. Six.
Six.
He goes.
I mean, that's fair.
He goes. You may be the carriers of the sword of the endless, and you may have saved this realm, but angelic blood is very dangerous to tinker with. I'm afraid I cannot part with it.
Look, you spilled. I don't know how much of my blood. I feel it's only fear.
No. Get your lucky stars, Mr. Angel. He's a carrier for sure.
I see. Well, anyway, he says, looking around awkwardly. I believe this is where we part.
Yep.
It's important. My son, he needs an infusion.
All right. I wish you the very best for you
Think
and your
of the
son.
kids' minds.
Our son. He was rub his belly.
Think of the kids' minds.
Do not, please do not make that.
The kids'
I am
minds.
Puppy dog
serious.
eyes.
The being within you is not like that. It's within you, and it's another being. It's another creature.
That's great.
What better to get
How do
rid
I
of
get-
it than
How
angel
do I
of
pull
blood?
it out?
Have you tried? With all due respect, have you tried killing yourself
We've already tried that, I believe.
in
I
game?
did
By
get
the way,
I got my soul ripped out. Does that count?
in a more physical way.
If I do it, will you bring me back?
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Yep, guidance.
Okay, so it just like pats you on the back. All right.
Come on, big net one. Oh,
18. Roll guidance.
1d4.
1. All right. 19. And the angel says, "I shall stay." Nope, they've got 3 uses of this. It nods.
He wants to do the killing blow.
Well, Bandor's like at 1 HP, you guys.
yeah, this was
Can I do it? I want to do it.
Yeah.
He's not really. He was.
Alright.
Oh, is that what happens when your soul gets
After
ripped out?
resurrection? Yes. After
Okay.
resurrection. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I was like 70 something when I.
Yeah.
Got...
Yeah. You don't have any physical injuries, but you're like haggard as fuck.
I was kind of worried when you're saying, "Can we go check these beasts out?" I was like, "Oh hell no!" If it's like one sneeze to death.
Who would be the most effective to do this?
I've got a dagger. Would that help?
I mean, Bandor could just punch himself in the face at this point.
I'll do it,
Bandor would
mate.
take like a fighting stance. Come on, who's up for it?
I'll do it, mate.
I'll just
Oh,
sneak up
mate.
behind him and hit him on the back of his neck, like with a karate chop. Unarmed
ma-
strike, just karate
Make an,
chop him in
make
the
an
back of the
attack
neck.
roll. It looks like
What
Bandor
is-
is not taking it, so your roll is normal. Yeah, an armed strike is
what's-
usually a D20 plus your strength, plus your
Okay.
proficiency. Oh no, yeah, not your proficiency, just plus your strength.
It's just strength, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So 1d20 plus 0. So just a straight up 1d20.
No, just roll D20, I guess. 5. Bandor, you don't even move for this. It's like watching those Karate Master tutorial guys on YouTube do a move on you. And Kaid, you've been thinking all this time. This is just a guy. You can do this. Whack! That was a pretty hard whack you did too. It's probably gonna knock him out. Whoa, he's a bit built.
His neck muscles was too much for me to handle.
Yep. It's all neck. He like does lots of shoulders. At the same time, Jason, make an attack since you said you'd go for it.
I'm gonna place one of those pads on the ground and pop up into the air and then come down on him with a
Oh
punch.
shit!
Oh my god.
Go step out of the way.
There we go, mate.
Hey, Clyde, I
Free
just
hit.
wanted to double check on something. If my Tarrasque is like +2,
Hits, right?
would that be +2 on? Would that be like with the damage dice like 2D or just the normal, just 1D? Just wanted to double check on that one.
Plus
What's
two,
this
just
sorry again?
says +2 damage.
My yeah, when I
Oh, the
Tarrasque
yeah.
it, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
+2 on the damage, not the dice.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
just wanted to double check on that one.
Alright.
Just refresh myself.
Jason, you the only reason you even landed this, he was about to get out of the way. Bandor could only think of getting out of the way because he was briefly distracted by Kaid's chop. As you land on them with this Superman punch. You're unconscious. He's unconscious on the ground. What do you do?
Punch him again, Paul.
Does that miss?
It does. It misses.
You punch in the same spot Kaid did. Fucking neck muscles. Holy shit.
Ah. I was just joking, mate. Just joking, mate.
Alright. But I'll say, do you kill him?
Oh wait, we have to kill him, right? So.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, we gotta kill him, right, mate? I'm just checking.
What is it?
I-
Possesses him.
I got it.
Shouldn't we heal up first?
As you say
As he
that,
hits
make
him.
an attack. Yep, as he hits him. I'll say this one auto hits. You hit him and then hit him one more time. Oh, no, okay, sure. Natural 20. Whoosh. This is a killing blow that's meant to destroy Bandor.
Oops.
That too. Don't worry. This is you are definitely going for the kill.
Gonna hold action attack if he stands up again.
Okay. As you prepare yourselves, as a couple of you are a bit hesitant on what's gonna happen, Jason's attack was stopped. As all of a sudden, from Bandor's face, pops up like a very, very pale white hand that just like apparates like some sort of specter and stops Jason's punch.
Can I swing at the hand?
You swing at the hand. All right, make an attack roll.
And I'm looking at doing cantrip.
Darcy also does it as well.
Okay, Zazu. All right, nice, 27.
Can I key point?
All right, you key point. 16 misses.
D4 bless.
D4 bless. Yep,
Probably still
still
misses.
misses. Yeah.
Okay, key point.
Key point. All right.
Back.
As all of a sudden it catches you, but you use your other hand to just and the rapier strikes, but then it sort of like backs off and like sort of uses its like nails, the nails alone, to stop the Great Sun Blacksword, and catches it between the nails. And this hand looks familiar to you, Jason, and you just hear an "Ow! Stop hitting! Stop hitting! Why are you trying to kill your own brother?"
Mate, he said so, mate.
All right, let me get out, please. I do not mean any trouble. It lets go of the Great Sun Blacksword.
Insight.
Make an insight check against the hand.
Oh, just the hand is showing up.
It's still just the hand. He hasn't popped out yet. He's asking to pop out.
Okay, yes.
Well, do the hand and the voice.
Seven.
Though.
It's a hand.
I
Do
believe
you
you.
guys.
Do you recognize the voice though?
It's very familiar. You haven't met this guy in a while, but it sounds like someone you've trained with before. Someone who you've traveled with before. A certain white-skinned tiefling.
Oh
that
shit!
Has
Oh mate! Oh my bad, mate. What the fuck are you doing in here, mate?
Can you help me up? The hand says, like beckoning it.
I'm gonna grab the hand and help him out.
You
Pull
pull
him
him
out.
literally out of Bandor, but like as a specter. And you watch as you pull out. You guys see what looks to be like a ram-horned tiefling, but albino. Pure white horns, pure white skin, pure white hair, but red eyes.
Red piercing eyes.
Yes.
Is he talking to the
I'd think
spirits?
this would immediately draw his bow.
Yeah, as you guys draw, all of a sudden, it then puts like both hands up as he's like helped out of Bandor. He like kind of gets himself upright. He then discreetly, you guys don't see this, but Jason, you feel something placed onto your hand, and he says, "Feed that to your brother," and it looks like a massive red potion.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
just be like, yeah, I'll just feed it to him straight away.
Okay. You heal 4. ...104 hit
Oof.
points as you feed him an ultimate healing potion.
Fucking
Does
Christ.
the solar go apeshit on the spirit?
The solar immediately goes back to his huge solar form and draws his sword, and now you know your mentor, Dread. As you wake up, all of a sudden, Bandor, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Whoa, boys.
Yeah, I'm be like,
Dread has
whoa, mate.
Dread has his hands up and he says, "I mean you no harm. I don't know what's going on nor where I am, but I seem to have failed my gambit."
Did she get you?
Who? What?
Never mind.
Bandor,
She-
this is
Yeah, don't worry about it.
okay. You two, we'll talk later. Hello, adventurers. I am the esteemed mentor of these fine young gentlemen here. I am. You may call me Dread. I am of a hard to explain profession that I cannot get into quite yet. He looks a bit dejected and disappointed, and at the same time, he's like calculating his next few moves quickly with his eyes and stuff.
Zazi's going to snap her fingers and whisper "Zone of Truth."
Hex, as all of a sudden, you guys, like all the spells go.
Are you guys doing this against the guy?
Yeah.
I would pull out my maul, and I would bonus action Guardian of Nature, directed at all of you.
Oh, as all of a sudden, Bandor, you also get hostile. The angel then
I'll jump in the middle, but hold on, mates. Come on, mates. We can talk this out.
Dread continues. They said, "I agree, Bandor. You don't need to do this. It's okay. I got my ways to get out of this if I need to. No blood needs to be spilled, especially not mine. May I
even have
start?
blood? Let's move first, and then question: if we rest inside of a tiny hut scroll, does that count as like we'd be resting in a safe place, like the War Lab, or is that like we have to be at the War Lab to get?
You have to be in a tiny hut for 7 days straight in this realm, essentially.
Oh shit!
This realm's
Is this a
effects
plan?
are what hinders you guys. And he says,
Yeah, I'll move to somewhere safer, and then I'll just pop the tiny hut
as
scroll.
you
and then
do
just, like,
that,
invite everybody
it
in.
looks like the solar's like not budging, and he's just like trained his what looks to be like the banner looking spear like towards Dread, and Dread just says, I don't think our friend's letting us move.
I believe you should speak the truth, because anything else will have unfortunate consequences.
As you cast Zone of Truth, it has no effect on Dread.
Yeah, because he'll be aware of it.
No, it seems even the people that are aware usually have to make a save.
Yeah.
You just don't feel him be affected by it.
There's
And
some
the
items
angel
and stuff.
says, do not trust a word from his mouth. My eyes can see every lie, yet I cannot detect whether or not this one will lie. And Dread just says, come on. Bandor, Jason, I've never done you guys wrong. You know of my profession.
Yeah,
Can you explain briefly? Just to your friends first.
Yeah, I am directed, like, I'm with him in my, like,
Yeah.
the stance that I'm taking. This is our mentor. There's no reason for any of you to doubt him. I'm sure he has his reasons.
It's a very good one, I promise. But look, if you need me to, if you really want me to, I can fuck this angel up. I don't think it's. I agree. He says, pointing to you, Bandor. I don't think it's a great idea, but I can.
There's so many of them here.
Really.
Don't go sweaty again.
He puts his hands down and he says, Angel, look, you're very scared of me, aren't you? I can kill you if I wanted to. Just, please, can we not fight? I do not wish to spill any blood.
Hyde would poke his head out of the tent. You guys coming in, or?
Hell no, we can't.
Minutes casting or something. You're still mumbling away in the side.
The angel thinks about it. I'd like someone to roll a d20 for me. Anyone, first go.
Please, Mr. Angel.
10.
10. That's what you needed. Okay. Anything lower than a 10 would have been some engagement. The angel says, "This is the being I was talking about.
Yes, and he's harmless. He's just a little fella.
He who is born of all outer planes. Why are you here?" And he says, I assure you, my target was not in this location. Damn it, Bandle, why are you not? Why are you here?
I didn't think you would be here either.
You were not supposed to think I was anywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
that doesn't help us, does it? Anyway,
Okay.
Jeez, man.
All right. Let me explain. You. How strong are you now? With the he points at the arm that you have.
oh, I'm all right.
Can you show it, or are you expended?
He would. I mean, yeah. I guess out of character, I would like. Well, I guess in character, I would go at full power.
Okay. You guys watch as similar to when you guys have only seen this once before, I believe, when Bandor had decimated an entire platoon of pirates with a golden flame breath. He powers up in a sort of similar way, and you're thinking, "Oh man, a bunch of this force is going to be burnt down," but he doesn't release the breath, and Dread just looks impressed, and he nods and he says, "How about you, Jason? Did you pick up anything special like that?"
Mate, what the fuck, mate? Why am I supposed to find that shit? What the hell?
Every time I find him, he's sleeping on the ground.
He's lying, mate. He's lying, mate. I haven't died 3 times. I haven't. 4 times.
I keep telling you, you're fast, but too fast. You're fast towards your own death.
Come on.
Darcy just makes a side comment up. He's gotten blind before.
I see. Well, I'm glad you've made friends. He says, looking at everyone, the angel. Let me explain.
I think the first thing we should ask is who's your target.
Yeah, I'll get to that, but let me explain.
How about first
answer
while
that
the spells
right
are still
now.
running?
No, it will lead up to it. It's
No?
like a villain's monologue, but I am not a villain. I swear.
The best way to dispel that is get to the point now. Otherwise, you're obviously a villain.
Hey guys,
Tell us who the target is, and then tell us the story behind it. That's how this works.
No, well,
This
you
is-
have to know the story to know the target. It has.
No.
All right, let me explain right away then that the target has to do with, and he points towards Bandor's arm. So you lot have no idea what this is, right?
Do we?
Yeah, you guys have no idea. Yeah.
No.
You guys-
Nope.
Not
It
even
has to do with
Jason.
Vandal.
Aha! Look, see that it does require a story. In order for you to understand what my target is, I have to first explain to Bandor and Jason, since you were at the time. Remember the sort of makeshift, cheap-looking arena that I had set up for you guys, and
Oh yeah.
maybe some shifty-looking sort of individuals that Angel may have sort of sussed out that I might have some relations to actually train you and help you on your way, and figure out whether or not you guys are worth initiating into the order.
yes.
What is the order?
None of your business. He would fire up at that.
It's Bandor. It's fine. It's okay. I am what you would like to call in your world someone you pay to get rid of people.
An assassin.
Your words, not mine. Anyway,
Little tasteless.
Don't dance around it. Just tell it plain out.
no. Well, your words, not mine. But you may assume all you want. Here's the thing with that arena and the cage. Look, it was a little bit of a setup. Of course, you may have been wondering what was a fire elemental such as that one doing in prison like that? A golden one even. And I had predicted it and wished upon it for you guys to actually set it free, in which you guys did. That prediction came true, and I was happily on my way to my target before all that. I believe the fire elemental's name's Dirvax, right? The Golden Hand.
Correct.
You were meant to, because that elemental was so adamant on not giving up any information about him or his his bloody fucking castle in the fire plane. But he yearned for freedom, and of course, when given freedom, you would have probably gotten information about where this fortress was. Now you do not have to tell me if you have some sort of oath towards him that you need to upkeep. But I made a gambit thinking that Bandor and Jason would take it upon themselves to get stronger. And in order to get stronger, to visit this fire plane in order to be rewarded by Dirvax properly. Because I know of fire plane customs. They are true to their word. And if they offered you some sort of reward for, I don't know, freeing him, they will definitely have given you power and then be done with you. My target is the Sultan of the Fire Plane, the ruler of flames. Bandor was meant to deliver me upon the castle, and upon entering the castle's doors themselves, upon that certain condition, or his imminent death, I will come out. And, well, I didn't expect you to die here.
Yeah, we kind of fucked that one up.
No, I kind of fucked that one up for myself. There you have it. That is my target. Now, you wouldn't have known right away whether or not who the hell the Sultan of Fireplane was, because it's not a common title. But I had to go through that story, and I hope you appreciate me taking the time to explain why you shouldn't kill me, because I don't have any beef with any of you, nor do I wish to start any.
It sounds as though, well, first, your target's not anywhere now, so kind of ambiguous, but the Mr. Solar here just explained that we should really not be targeting leaders of realms, because some other arsehole was pulling all the magic out of it.
Aha! I see.
Have you heard of a title called the
Who was the person
Thronetaker?
that put you on this contract?
As both Zazu and Ezekiel ask that, he gives like a sly grin, like, and then like a head tilt of, yep, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we were the ones that defeated him, and how I won't say it because Brandon will say it himself because that's his business.
What are we
Yeah,
going to do with this
well,
information?
where most of us died though, he killed most of us, but we were able to defeat him.
Oh, that's great.
With
Good for you.
Jason shoving a vial of poison in his face, I believe it was.
What?
Hey, you didn't come out when my soul got ripped out of my body. What's up with that?
Your what? Your what?
Never
Oh,
mind.
shit. You mean I could have been inside you forever and I wouldn't have even known?
That would have been crazy.
I have a bit of some tactical oversights, but my strategy is sound. But I was just wrong in my predict. But clearly you have your own mind, and maybe I should have trusted you more on this.
So
But-
I feel the point of the story is we can all agree that targeting leaders of realms at the moment is not a good idea.
Yeah, very much. not a
Look!
good
Would
idea.
you mind? Due to my order and their missions, I usually do carry them out, and I usually am successful. But I can be persuaded. Why is it?
Well, the same reason that this room is gonna, kaput from existence. The energies, the magics. Once you take the leader out of such a plane, it ceases to
Collapses.
exist.
Okay, I'll put it simple to you. Do you want to be the reason for the death of a whole realm?
Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty cool, but it's not just one realm, it'll be the rest of them.
That'd be a crazy title to have.
A realm killer. Well, I'm.
No, not the realm killer. The reason.
Yes.
You won't be the one killing it, but you'll be giving the path for that one.
Ah.
You're just a pawn in his game.
I. You might not like the next few words I'm about to say. Dread begins. I've always operated under the guise that the mission is first. I don't do anything for altruistic reasons, nor do I care. I'm good at what I do. I know of my blood, he says, looking towards my angels, towards the angels, and he says, and I know of the shiftiness of the order that I stand for. But it is the only thing that I'm good for.
Well, how much for a contract to take out the Thronetaker? Permanently.
He smiles. Now that is a negotiation more my speed. What are you willing to offer?
He can't pay you.
That we won't have the entire host of angels and everyone they contact hunt you down and kill you, because that's probably what will happen otherwise. I think it's a good opening.
Oh, you don't think
I forgot to
that's
mention
already happening?
The Hells probably will join in too. You see, this Thronetaker is not just
More than two
hitting
realms would be
us
problematic.
and the elementals, it's the Hells too.
I'm afraid you're underestimating me here a little bit. You don't think it's already the case? Look, one's already on edge here. Now,
But wouldn't
the only
it
reason
hinder
I'm
your
not
mission
killing
to
him.
be spotted?
No. I am
It wouldn't hinder
not
your
as
mission
selfish
to
as
be
you
wanted.
think. I can avoid all these angels, all these demons that you speak of. I don't care. I've had far stronger, far more dangerous people after me. I will always hit my mark. But if I do anything stupid here, it means a couple of people that I have grown to really like will probably die. And I don't want that. It's that simple.
I suppose there's the reason then, because now there's not an association.
Here's the thing. I don't do anything for altruistic reasons. If these guys have to die, so be it. No hard feelings.
Yeah. Had a good run.
Did you make the deal with the Thronetaker himself?
Why, yes, I did.
How are you going to get paid if he's dead?
Oh, the man can't be killed. At least not simply. Perhaps you may have repelled him. Perhaps you may have killed him here. But there are plenty of ways and contingencies to get a new body, get yourself reacquainted with a new life, reincarnation, resurrection, whatever you call it. There's all that sorts of magic.
Are you even capable of putting him down?
I never miss my mark. I never have. Just name me a price, and we can negotiate from there.
What did he offer for Sultan? Give us a ballpark.
I see. I can at least. Well, due to you guys being the good friends of Jason and Bendel, we can indeed. Well, I can indeed spoil a little bit about what he's offered me. If you can offer me something substantial, maybe a little less because you guys are friends of Jason and Bendel. Of, I don't know, a whole world.
Did he tell you how shit his worlds are?
Oh, he did indeed. and I know all about them. But
So you want to be
a ruler, no.
ruler of
No.
a world?
No. Having a whole world to your own without being its ruler. It's quite something. It's quite satisfying. It's quite, and at that point, the angel says, "The more you listen to him, the more you will be fed lies and evil. Banish this creature and expel him now."
Just hold fire for a second.
Do we have the power to do so? I'm pretty spent, man. Can we just like talk about this over tea or after a nap? I'm pretty tired.
I've been saying that the entire time. Dread just says,
With the way you said that he can't be killed, does indicate the way he did dissolve and get absorbed into the Tarask as the Tarask disappeared upon us. Well,
a what? Tarask?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
a
got-
spaceship. or
Yes.
something.
We dealt there too.
What the f?
Not
Yeah,
the
he
first
sounds
one we've
troublesome.
seen.
Oh, good on you.
yeah, he was riding a dead Tarask when he appeared upon us.
What the fuck?
It was already here.
Oh, you don't need to overload my head with more of this. Uh, so what? The angel wants me dead. What are we doing? Dread just says.
Well, Mr. Angel, point of order, even if you kill him here, it's unlikely he's going to stay dead.
Banish him then from this realm.
It still does not solve the problem.
Then kill him. At least it will delay.
Quick question. So
How
to
about
prevent
we-
him from killing him, we just have to banish him from here.
Dread just like starts nodding, like yeah, that's it. I'll
The,
happily banish myself from here.
The
Mr. Angel.
contract, did it specify a time?
I believe I am in no obligation to answer. I'm sorry. We can discuss our contract instead.
Or how about we just like, take a minute and then we could just like leave and then the solars can be out of the equation?
Yes. Are we cool on that, Mr. Angel? Are we good? Everyone wants this. Yes. He nods like vehemently.
I'm not agreeing with you. It seems dangerous to agree with you.
Are you kidding? You're just gonna? And the angel says, "Correct. We must kill him now."
Don't be ridiculous.
Or wait, we make this a diplomat. We take this diplomatically. We take a second, take a breath, lower our weapons, and we, he
I
can
don't
ramble
have
on.
anything on.
Well, then I'm not talking to you, am I?
Let's get out of here.
Let's get
Can-
out of here,
can we?
mates.
I just tiny hutted. Let's take a nap. I'm taking a nap.
Now, you'd still be tiny hutting at this point. It takes a minute to cast that shit.
It's no. I'm
10
saying
minutes.
it's already over us. We're in it. We're
It
in
would have
it.
taken you
not
a
in
minute
it.
to cast it.
Why are we
Yeah.
trying to rest here for all this?
I mean, it's been longer than a minute.
It has like popped up during the time you're talking, but people can choose not to be in it.
But he wouldn't have
Oh,
been
yeah,
able
I
to
get
talk
it.
By
while
yourself.
chanting.
Do we know
Yeah.
about the 7-day
No.
long rest?
What's
Yeah,
up,
we
man?
do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Why are we trying
Remember,
to
you
rest
guys
here
need-
for all
you need
mates?
Yeah, I was gonna say we short rest here for a second, and then we do the thing where we go up next to the thing, and then we port back.
Yeah,
home.
but you get the feeling that Angel's not gonna hold on any longer and attack soon.
Mitch,
What do you guys do?
I
he
asked the
gets out
angel,
of here.
can he be banished instead of being killed?
Let's get out of here, mates.
The Dread's like, that's what he's been saying. Banish me or kill me. Just agree to the banish thing.
The
I don't have
how do we
banners.
contact you to negotiate later?
Oh, you guys are dragging this on far too long. And then the angel at this point makes a swing, and
Just
you guys watch
banish him.
as all of a sudden the angel's pretty fast, right? All of a sudden, Dread is like not where he is as the angel misses, and you guys see you guys know like the those arm blades Illidan has in Warcraft.
Oh, nice.
Wargrave, yeah.
Yeah, the Warglaves. All of a sudden, Dread just like his eyes glare like red. He's already behind the neck of the angel, and he just slashes twice, and the head's angel is just beheaded.
Yeah, just
Go.
adds a bit
Get us,
of-
mage, get us
There's
out
your
of here.
blood, mate. There's some blood, mate.
Yeah, I'm collecting some blood.
You
I'm
guys,
gonna help him
collect.
out.
There's angelic blood to. This is high value shit. As you
Waste
say
not,
that,
want not.
Dread's like,
Let's get out of here now, right?
wait, no, me too. He gets a flask of angelic blood for himself as well.
I'll fill up some.
Shit, I'll do it too.
Guys,
And he-
while we're doing
So
that,
can I
let's
just
get
fill up
out of
all
here
my,
before we get
vials
detected
that
by the
I
other
have?
angels.
Okay, yeah. We I'm collect blood and then we just go. The tiny hut doesn't
Yep.
matter anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Also,
as you guys
let's
do
try
this,
and not leave any magical trace, otherwise they will find us.
the mage is like absolutely terrified. She's like, "What the
Get
fuck?
us out of here.
Get us
Oh,
out of here, mate.
Okay."
You're fucking
Hang on.
getting paid for.
Let's try and not leave a magical trace, otherwise they will
He-
trace where we
if
go.
he-
It's clear who it was. Get the
I am-
fuck out.
Rati, can we pass?
You're paying me extra. Dread's like, okay, whatever.
Ezekiel, can you get us home? If we stay.
No, I can't get us home.
The mage can.
Get us-
mage
Yeah,
can.
I can't. Just around me. How many of you are there?
Wait.
1, 2, 3,
What? Before
4,
we go,
5, 6.
can she hold it off? Like, let me do one action before that.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Just go. Okay.
Okay, don't worry then.
So we bring the body.
No, decide. What do you want to do? It's at this point. Like
Can you just send him?
Send all of us.
Who am I listening to? You're all my employers.
We're all getting out of here. Let's all teleport. We get the vial of
Yeah, all of you
Angelic
guys
blood,
get.
yes?
Just tell me who of you gets it. I'll go one at a time. Jason, do you get some angel blood?
Yes.
Okay, Rati, yes.
Yes.
Bendo, yes.
No.
Okay, Zazu, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaid, yes.
yes.
Okay, Ezekiel, yes.
Fill up all my empty vials that I had. Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting more as much as I can.
You guys are
you-
fucking psychotic.
How much can
You-
we do?
How much vials do you guys have?
We got 2
I
empty
have 5.
potions bottles. Does that count?
All right, you guys are as
I have
Ban-
18.
as Bandor says this as okay, Ezekiel, you're gonna take a while, and the mage is like waiting there, waiting. 1 minute
Again,
passes.
can you just send
Let's
him?
go, mate.
Get us out of here, mage. Leave
Yeah.
anyone
If-
who's not here behind.
She only had
If-
the.
If I'm sending him, I'm going with him, and you guys will be on your own.
No, I'm coming with
only
you.
had one.
Okay. All right.
I'll just tell her to cast
Do you
after
not
Ezekiel.
have-
What's it called?
Do you not have a banishment spell?
that.
I don't have it
If I
activated.
banish you, you will end up on some. Gods knows where.
I'm pointing
on
at
that
the,
plane.
him, not us. Him.
I don't want to be here when the angels show up.
I feel we need to
Let's
apologize
just-
because we're going to get hunted.
Feel
Okay,
free.
I'm-
I'm not staying.
casting gentle repose on him first.
Fine. Ezekiel,
Gentle
are you
Repose
stay-
has
are you
no
trying to
effect on
stay?
an angelic being.
Okay.
Ezekiel, were you trying to stay to apologize? Is what I heard.
I was gonna try and resurrect him.
Yeah.
Resurrection is a casting time of an hour. Just so you know.
Oh, not resurrection.
Revivify's got it, but he's got his. He's missing.
Revivify. By the time you guys have been deciding, trying to talk, panicking, a minute has already
Collecting
passed.
his blood.
Okay.
I take
Collecting
one
his blood.
potion.
Yep.
To be fair, he said he was going to try gentle repose first, and that would give him like a 10
Yep.
day
It didn't
window.
work.
Then if I realize it didn't work, could I then jump to? Yeah. Don't worry.
No, you said you were getting the blood first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Yeah, it was gonna take.
Yeah. And the mage's final call. Who's coming with her? Because she's just going.
I'm sticking with whether Ezekiel does because I think there will be consequences if we don't.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
staying.
I'm teleporting.
I'll
out.
send the mage back. She has her payment. Whoever's going with the mage,
All right,
Me, Dread,
Yep.
the
I'm going.
mage.
What's it called?
And
Yep.
me.
Jason.
Okay,
All right.
Jason.
Who-
I'm staying with Ezekiel.
I got my
Alright.
potion blood, and I'll give it to Rati. I was like, "Yep, I got you some, mate." And I'm gonna go.
Dredd just says, "You guys are all making a terrible mistake. You will be blamed for this, and you'll be just executed.
You can see we're not
well-
we're telling the truth.
I'll pass
Especially when
my
you're carrying his blood.
I'll pass
Um,
my vial over to Jason.
Yeah, me too. Take it with.
Wait, I gave it to. Oh,
Yeah, it's-
okay. I gave mine to Ratty, then you give it back?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, you hold on to it because
Don't
you are going with your brother, are you not?
Bandle, Jason, leave it here.
alright. I'm gonna just put it back to them. Later, boys.
As he says
I
that,
have mine to them. Take it to the war lab.
nope.
Oh.
They are refusing to take the angel's blood.
Oh, shit.
Mage, I order you to take the blood.
Too late. You guys are left there.
Okay, I'm just gonna put mine on the ground and push it away from me. So then,
As you guys do that, the skies brighten ever so slightly as 2, 4, 6
at the same
appear.
time that happens, I'm just gonna drop all my weapons on the ground and then have the hands up.
As you guys seemingly surrender. As Ezekiel, as all of a sudden you feel a power empty out from you.
Yep.
As all of a sudden you now realize perhaps you shouldn't have taken the blood of an angel of which you had sworn a realm to protect.
Yep.
The endless sword inactive in your grasp. That same angel, the 7th angel that comes along, now darkens the sky. You hear like this sort of like as if like a ship was just jumping from FTL. You hear it arrive. This angel, and you watch as what the now deceased angel talked about before, the right hand man, the endless expanse of a void of a face.
Any chance you've got resurrection magic?
It then kneels towards the fallen angel, touches the body, and then it says, "How was this one killed?"
The
A
one,
misunderstanding.
the one that you ordered me to kill got away.
I see.
We had agreed on banishment, but he decided to attack the Spectre. At the same time, we were agreeing on banishment to the Spectre. To the person that you ordered Ezekiel to attack.
But
All of you make a persuasion check. You have disadvantage.
I should say that he seems far beyond what we could handle
yeah,
in our current state, anyways.
Yeah, mine's in that one.
want
Mine's in
to
that
add
one.
that I gathered the blood because I didn't want it to go to so it could be used
16.
for resurrection.
Okay. You tell that to the angel?
Yes, this is his blood, and I hand him the vials to say it wasn't going to waste.
I would do the same.
I see.
Mine's on the ground away from me, so I did not tarnish the
You
reputation
had
of it.
taken it upon yourselves to gather the blood of a creature in which the blood was already intact within it.
No, it was leaking out of because he's decapitated.
Yeah, but I didn't say it was leaking out.
Oh, okay, makes
Would have
sense.
assumed it was. That was my fault.
Yeah, that's why I jumped into it.
Oh no, that's okay. It senses some misunderstandings, but it does, like an angel, it does sense your intents, your true intents. And then it says, "I will make it simple. We will grieve the loss of this one. Our resurrection cannot save him. Tell me how he died." It's like a sad voice now.
He attacked the Spectre, and then the Spectre moved to behind him at a speed that was frightening and decapitated him in one swift move.
Untraceable by the creature of our eyes. Untraceable by our eyes, basically.
Oh, fallen Karan, he says, like touching the angel's body. You were the youngest of us all. So much potential. Much like a mortal. Adaptive. But fierce. In his beliefs. In his rights. Oh. There can only be one outcome of this. Please enact upon revenge. But since you have failed me, you know what must be done, he says. And you watch as the sky then turns bright again, but there's like an ominous feeling as the other angels draw their weapons and surround all of you. And this one walks up to your group, the one with the voided face, and then it says, "You have failed me, and for that, a life for a life. Who among you will step up?"
Ezekiel steps forward.
As you step forward, Ezekiel,
I
you guys,
I grab onto his shoulder. No, Ezekiel, you've already died once. You've already been resurrected twice now, and I've only been done it once. Since I am technically, in my own right, an invader because I've come from the Gith race, and I am called the Destroyers of Worlds in a way,
Yeah.
I need to sacrifice myself.
I can't hear you, Clark.
Because
I'm not saying anything. It's Shanna.
can you guys not hear me, or
No, I
I
could
hear
hear you.
yeah?
Did you hear all that, Ezekiel?
No, I didn't because I had him muted for some reason.
Okay.
Well, I basically just say, since I am hated by most race, as in my race has been called the Destroyer of Worlds in a way, or and invaders, Zazu will sacrifice herself
Well,
rather than you, because you've already been resurrected twice,
I mean, yeah, but
and I've only been done once.
but it's my fault, and it was put onto me through the sword. I'm the one that failed here.
The task was clearly beyond you. It was
But I accepted it anyway for our help, for their help to help us.
In that case, you must enact their revenge then. So I will sacrifice myself.
I've got nothing to reenact it then, because the sword is gone.
the
The sword is not gone. It's just inactive.
Oh,
It's still within your hand. It's just like not feeding you power at the
your
moment.
task was to ensure that the invader died. Jason died. Your task was fulfilled. This is just extra.
but the promise still keeps going on. I failed to protect.
Again, your promise was
How
to
can you
kill
how can you
the host of the
protect if you're
invader.
dead?
He was dead.
The details
How
matter
can
not. A life for a life. Also, Benno didn't die, correct?
Yeah.
Wait, it was only Ezekiel and I. You got your soul ripped out. You died.
Oh yeah, he did die, but it was he got resurrected again.
Yeah, but he was literally dead. So the promise was confirmed.
Yeah, but you're talking semantics now. You knew what he meant. It's an angel. True intent. You can't escape it.
The intent was a death. He got a death. Is what he's going with.
Yeah, I know, but you know exactly what he meant because the angel then said that's not the invader he was talking about, but there is something within Bandor.
But we had no way to know
I
that
know.
before.
Yeah.
Without saying anything, Kaid would just walk towards the angel.
Is this your decision? He says to
It
the
is.
party. Zazu, any objections?
Zazu would run in front of Kaid and then shove him back as best she can. No, Kaid, you have more responsibility to do. This is mine to take.
A life for a life. You may take all the time you need to decide. 10 minutes, 100 hours, 1,000 years. But you will not leave this spot until you make that decision. It doesn't seem impatient, but you guys do have to decide on someone.
In that case, while we've got you all here for a moment, can we discuss the details of the killer? We have a willing audience. You know, the rest of you don't seem to go anywhere, and you have information that we're going to need.
Yeah, while this is going on, Zazu may as well summon her echo and then get the echo to stab her.
Are you stabbing
she's gonna-
yourself?
Yes.
Okay, that's an auto hit. You're at 1 HP, yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You fall unconscious.
Can I medical check to stabilize him?
As you attempt it, all of a sudden, Zazu's body begins to just float up. A decision has been made. And you watch as Zazu's body just simply falls back down. And when you go and check, lifeless.
Well, I don't suppose resurrection's going to work on him.
It still stays there, and it says, "A life for a life. It has been taken. You may try."
Well,
And what did you wish to negotiate about? As you try the revivify and you expend that diamond, the diamond shatters and it seeps onto Zazu's body. No effect.
Okay. Where are my guns?
But yeah. It's still the angels now sheath their weapons. And it's at this point, Ezekiel, you feel the sword of the endless active again once in your grasp. And then that angel, that void faced angel, still stands there looking at Rati, and it says, "You had something to discuss."
I did, but I don't know if I'm dealing in good faith, considering your request was fulfilled, and now this is the consequence. However, I think it's too important.
You have been briefed of our intent. I see it in your eyes.
Yes, your intent, but your intent would also understand whether or not we understood you, and you did not inform us. In which case, we're not dealing in good faith. However, I digress. The target is the ruler of the Flame Realm.
It
He needs
cocks
to be
its head
informed.
as if it doesn't understand, and it says, "Rulers of other realms do not concern me. I protect this one and its citizens." It says, patting the body of the deceased one.
Well, the Thronetaker seems to have made a mockery of you. His next target is the Flame Realm. I'm assuming he'll come back here next. Perhaps you could do something to prevent that.
It doesn't speak, but then it says, "You who twist words are the one who cannot be trusted.
And yet I speak the truth.
If you believe it as such. And you watch as it touches the body, and it seems to absorb into him, and you hear it go, Karan, you'll be remembered. And you watch as one by one the rest of the angels leave. And then this one stands up from its like kneeling position, and then it goes away. Much like it did before, all of a sudden, there's a bit of like a shockwave as the trees sort of like sway and like list a bit and like move from its like speed in which it moved, but then it disappears. You are left with the unmoving body of Zazu, soulless now. Not even the last word, but in their decisive move, took their own life, perhaps in order to save the rest of the party.
Yeah, and that also in that whisper, she would have said that, well, Draxel, if you can still hear my words, my soul, though it now departs and dissipates, it is now yours.
You feel, in those very last moments, a struggle, a tug between your soul and the Taker. But the rest is unknown to history as to what happened to Zazu's soul. All that remains
Question,
now is you four, 3 that are there. What are you guys doing now?
Does the Githyanki have like specific practices for their deaths and things like that, and what kind know about it?
Make a history check. 22? They do. You are in no position to do so though, because it involves traveling to the being in the middle of a travel to the astral sea and sending their bodies afloat to the astral sea in some sort of like ceremony, coffin, mummy burial. It doesn't matter. It's usually unique per Githyanki in this universe, and they just send them off and to float forever in the astral sea.
Similar to
Okay,
like
so
what you got
do I
in
know any? I don't know any Githyanki.
yeah, similar to the end scene in bloody Guardians of the Galaxy where Star Wars
Actually,
sends
yes.
off Yondu.
Yep.
Yeah, sends off Yondu.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Well, I guess order of business. Could you please cast that spell on Zazu here, Ezekiel? The one that preserves.
Yep, gentle repose seems to take effect.
And then would it affect that if I put Zazu into the bag of holding?
It's gonna awfully hard
She
to
cannot
fit something
fit
that
unless
big
you
in.
chop her up. Yeah.
Oh shit.
We've run into this problem before. That's why.
Yep. Unless she is a halfling or some sort of other midget race, you cannot fit a full person into the bag of holding without chopping them up or being extremely flexible.
I was gonna say I could do that in real life, but I'm reasonably
Yeah.
flexible.
Well, dislocating parts won't matter right now.
I mean, you can try.
I mean, if anybody would be good at it, it would be me with all the hunting and whatnot. But no, I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, you're effectively desecrating a corpse by like smashing it together.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do that. First, I'll just make this easier for us. I'll put all the items and things off of that, except for Zazu's clothing. I'll put them into the bag of holding, just to like lighten the load.
All right, I guess I'll help carry. We're going to the sanctuary, friends.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the center. I can fly.
Sanctuary.
Ezekiel has the broom to fly. Pretty sure. Can you fly, Rachi?
Do we have 10 minutes?
That's my
We have as
broom.
much time as you want. We're fucking stuck.
That's my broom.
I'm going to bring back my mount.
Okay, 10 minutes for greater fine familiar, alright?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Greater Fine Steed.
Yep.
Fine, great to
Also,
see
on
that.
top of that, shouldn't we head to the middle to see if any of the elves know of like they if they could portal us or anything like that? If they've been
Well,
to
I'm
the
getting
other
some
world?
fruit first. You can do what you want.
Okay. Well, I guess we're all going that way. And since we're going that way, can we stop up here to see if there's any more giant eagle feathers? At least.
Sure. As you guys pass that place, you make a quick pit stop. Make an investigation or perception check.
I'll assist someone. I think I'm not the greatest at
Yep.
either of those.
I'll do it. I'm expert.
I cast guidance on me.
Yep.
27.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, 29. You got given help and guidance.
Oh, okay.
1d4.
1d4.
4.
Whoa.
Yeah, 33. Yeah, the same type. It's odd. It's really odd kind. These are like exactly as what you've studied in your books, as well as like the very few encounters in which your mom has like sort of explained her sort of dealings with giant eagles in her travels. She even has a feather of her own in her room. She likes to keep many keepsakes from her travels as well. This is just exactly like a normal one, and you find just a whole tuft of them in a bunch of these places.
Okay. I'll
Clyde,
gather as
before
many as I
you
can.
you mentioned some sort of really fast lightning links or something. I remember a magic cat, but the name is escaping me.
Magic cat.
Oh
Probably.
yeah, the thing that ran past. Shit.
I don't actually remember. What's this from?
It was in the
When we
realm.
passed
We
it
saw
the first
one,
time with Rosengard.
but I don't remember what it was. All I remember is thinking, I want some of that blood. Is there any dead ones of those here?
With that perception check, not here.
Okay.
I remember now.
What is
Yeah.
what's it called? Animals are in this area.
You guys haven't taken the time to figure that out. Do you want to do so now?
Yeah, I'll do so now. I think I
Okay,
have
how
something
long
with
do you wanna
Ranger
spend?
class that does that.
Before
I think we
go,
take
Are you
turns
guys-
looking while short resting, because it's still 1 hour, right?
It is 1 hour, yes.
I'll take an hour looking then, just like tracking, figuring out what footprints and things are around.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Do.
25. Surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, since you guys have walked this sort of flawless realm, no tracks.
Hmm.
And then that's strange. You should be able to see even your tracks. And you do. And then you observe them for a while. It's as if the land itself cleans itself up. Like winds brush over it, leaves cover up tracks, and when you just uncover them, it's as if the ground was fresh.
Is there any like animal, or like how the tufts of feathers were around? There's no like scat or anything like that around.
No scat, but there are sort of indications of animal skin shedding, of furs, like tiny bits of tufts of furs like being left on the trees.
Would I know what animal that'd be from like the shedding and things like that, the sheddings and furs?
Yeah, small
Or can
woodland
I just tell
creatures,
this?
squirrels and stuff like that. Ones that you've
Oh,
seen
okay.
already, like over here.
Okay. Well, I'll relay that back to Rati. I have no sense of a cat.
None.
Did the blood that we took, did that disappear when he absorbed old mate?
No.
they're still there.
If you want to keep them, sure.
I do.
I have 5 vials of it.
Oh, he
I
didn't
don't know why you
say-
guys want the blood. I want mine for Black Story reasons.
Mine's just research purposes.
Essentially, yeah, me too.
All right, so all of you just keep their blood. Ezekiel, you as well.
I'll just empty it out.
All right. You empty it
Have
out.
my powers back.
Hmm.
Since it was against wrong intentions. I thought it was oozing out, hence why I kept it.
Yeah, no problem.
But now I thought I'm forcing it out. Maybe not a good idea.
Yeah, had you decided to keep it, then I know something's wrong. But yeah, as you empty it out, the sword is fully with you. It seems. It's sentient. Yet it only talked to you at once ever, and it's just giving you feelings now. Like whenever you do an action, whenever you do stuff, it's just giving you feelings. Like, oh yes, it's agreeable, or it's quite against it. But it doesn't like quite tell you. You just feel it. And as you guys near and near the sanctuary,
Just go short rest rolling. I think I'd get
short rest.
closer.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
while he
roll
was
your hit
looking.
dice.
I'd rolled my hit dice before, so last time.
Who had the sword last? Was Ezekiel?
Yeah, Ezekiel
Yeah.
has the sword from the guy.
Yep. I'll just say Ezekiel is currently carrying the, what do you call it? The
The focus sword.
yeah, the focus saber and everything that Zazu was carrying. Yeah, he's carrying Zazu at the moment. So there you go.
He's on the back of the griffin.
You guys eventually go back to the sanctuary, rest up, and where's your next destination?
Trying to find more fruit.
All right, back to the same old place, or are you gonna take your time and try and find somewhere else for it?
I think we got permission, right? It was the understanding that I had, but I just want to make sure I did get it.
No,
Oh,
No, we didn't get permission. They just explained how the fruit works.
you just explained how the fruit works. Yep.
I don't think it's worth the risk, Rati. We don't have the numbers, nor supplies, nor health, constitution, nothing. We're not able to take a fight against the solar, let alone.
in that case, can I send in the solar that we were talking to and ask for permission?
Okay. You get no response.
I would say let's just cut our losses and get out of here at this point. We've already lost somebody, and that fight was taxing.
The wording that the solar used suggests that it's not just the fruit, right?
You don't know.
Well, yeah, it said
But
fruits and
like I
other
explained before,
fruit
that
things
particular
and
solar was very forward, very literal. Whatever you talked about was the truth. That one. The one that was killed. Like he said, only centuries old angel, new fiery passion, talked almost like a mortal.
Kai, you're nature inclined, right?
somewhat. I
Is there
I
any-
know my way around a tree.
Is there any roots or berries or such around that you can see in the sanctuary that you consider food?
What do I check for that?
You don't need to check anything. You're a ranger. You know how to look for food.
Yeah.
Looking around doesn't seem like it. Which is strange because how do these woodland creatures like sustain themselves? Usually there'd be like nuts to get, fruits to little bits of fruit to get. None of that sort here. It seems
Hmm.
like the flowers bloom, and the scenery itself is beautiful in the grove in this sanctuary. Yet you take a closer look at the flowers, assuming they are like about to be like pollinating and stuff like that because they're like in like sort of full bloom. No sign of pollen. It just looks beautiful.
Is there any sense of like insects here at all?
Interesting you ask that. No insects. Only small woodland creatures.
Anything big enough to like make a stew out of?
You can make a stew out of anything if you really
Yeah,
try.
no.
What do you mean?
But
Yeah, we could
like,
take the flowers and what's it called, make a tea, the
yeah,
petals and
I
things
was
like
thinking
that.
the same thing. But if we can
Yeah,
get,
you can. You can give that a shot, sure.
Wait, hold on, Rati, have you've eaten a fruit before, right?
no, I have not.
Okay, you haven't. Okay. Let me do this. I'll do the old Pollock poison test, like the thing where you touch it on your tongue. If it tingles, then you can't eat it. Then you put it in your mouth for a couple minutes. If it tingles, then you can't eat it. You know that whole thing, the
Yeah.
survival. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that
you
thing with
as
the
a
flower petal.
ranger know how to do that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do it on a lot of these plants. Tastes disgusting, actually. And yeah, no tingles on like nearly all of them. If you take like, let's say, another 30 minutes for that.
I would take. Let me see. I would take some of the flowers, and I'm guessing there's no like herbs or anything like that around.
Um, there isn't. It. I guess you could consider them herbs, but these ferns are like they look like the sort of medicinal herbs that you'd use in healing potions. That's for sure. You take a bit of them, you smell them. There's none of that like sort of mint sort of smell to them. They're a bit plain, boring, as if emptied is the best I can explain.
Like the medicinal properties was basically stripped from them, and they're just there to look pretty.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. You get the
Mm.
sense the dying world, as well as the actions of the Thronetaker, has taken a lot of the um divine as well as just plain arcane out of the everything here. Because you know for a fact you've read this as well in your studies, especially with what you're studying right now, your particular part of the ranger. In both the hells and the heavens, plants that exist in the prime-material world are also prevalent there, but they usually have wildly differing properties. In the heavens, they usually heal a lot more if you find plants like these. In the hells, well, poison a lot more. Yeah, this is none of that. This isn't even like your plants back in the prime-material plane. It's just
Was the
emptied
plants
out.
like this on the center, or like when we first arrived here, when we're in the center? Were the plants like that there as well?
You never cared to check, but looking back on it, it seems to be the case.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can see that.
Hmm. Okay, well, I'll tell Rati that the plants would be of no use to kind of brew or anything like that. If we need food, I have rations.
Food of the realm will empower you. It will grant you strength, or either of the body or the spirit.
Well, I imagine so. If there was food or anything of the realm, it would be one, the fruits, or two, some other sort of plant that we haven't seen yet. To be fair, we only really did explore the northeastern side of this plane, from what I could see so far, anyways. We haven't ventured into the mountains nor the bountiful green below. It
It's
could
true.
be that the effects were less. The effects were lessened the further we get away from this point, but that's only speculation.
Though this is the only safe spot we know of.
I would say if we were to choose to come back here and explore another day, that'd be fine. But for right now, I feel like it's too dangerous to try to brave these unknown lands without power.
The angels have not been accommodating. I guess we should go see what the elves have to say.
All right, where are you guys off to next?
I think I want to go to the center island. That's my.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
That's
Ezekiel,
All right.
any votes?
Center Island, then we can go across the bridge to go home.
Yeah.
Can I dig out some of these plants, like roots and soil intact
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah,
Take a few
definitely.
samples back with me.
I'll definitely take a couple flowers and petals and different things like that. And,
Okay.
do my usual drawing.
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, one of them, I'm gonna look at Ezekiel, look at the sword he's got, and go fuck it, and go over the plant and try and push a spell slot or two's worth of power in
Onto the plant.
onto the plant.
Okay. You force magic into the plant. It's like it's as good as defiberating a plant IRL. Kind of burn it. That's about it.
Okay. While he does that, I want to try to just a drop of the angelic blood
You
and
watch
put it onto the petal.
as you put it onto the pedal, and nothing happens. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nice
that
try.
was good try.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
Because I would have seen it when I tipped it out onto the 18 vials onto the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, you would tip it onto ice, so
You guys were in the middle here when you tipped it out.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of trees.
Well,
Do you think that sword is a conductor, Ezekiel, or is it a closed system?
Which one are we talking about?
The one you got picked up from the
Do you want to give it a try?
kind of.
Do the sword.
Gonna look for a chunky plant, like
A chunky plant.
Yeah, plenty of like big ass shrubs.
yeah, like a softwood that you could potentially brew the leaves into tea or something.
Okay. Yeah, you find like a fatter than normal shrub, I guess, to try and test it on.
And
remember,
I'm just gonna
Rati, leaves a 3, leave them be.
put the sword tip just in, like, so it penetrates the bark into the plant itself.
Okay.
And then pump 3 level 2 spell slots into it to get it up to the first elite stage.
You force magic. It seems to just instead surround the sword for a bit, briefly. And nothing sort of happens as it dissipates into the air rather than travel through the sword.
Okay. Well, that's me out of ideas. Let's go see the elf.
Alright.
One more thing. I just want to see how this works, and then can I see the sword real quick?
I hand it over.
Okay, I want to try duplicating it, and I don't know exactly how that would work, so I would like kind of feed magic into it and see how it reacts, like just a spell slot, level 1 spell slot.
Okay. You do the same thing as Rati does. It sort of punches into the sword and the magic surrounds it and then it eventually dissipates into the air.
If I'm pumping the magic into the sword, like trying to duplicate it.
Yeah,
Sure, use the sword feature.
Okay,
Oh, wait. Do you mean the focus saber or?
the focus saber, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's one we'll
sorry.
be using.
Oh, I thought you meant the Sword of the Endless. I'm like, what are you guys doing that on?
The one with the one that I picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me dial it back. Hide, yes, you can replicate it. However, for the plot thing, you, you activate the just not enough to increase the damage dice, right?
Looking at starting out just 2 at a time, and just
2 at a time.
with the intent that it's going to go through it, but understanding that I could just blow the apart to pieces.
Okay. You don't blow it apart. The focus saber actually holds it together, and you watch as that force saber, sort of like the blade shimmering, when it increases, it sort of starts to burn everything immediately around it. You can't channel anything in through this without causing some destruction on the other end. This isn't like some sort of conduit for power. It's a release, it seems.
Okay. At least establishes some information for it.
Yeah. So, you try to like link it up to the plants. You just burn the tip of the shrub instead.
Does it burn like the instant, or is it like, does it wait until it hits that 5th threshold?
Kind of instant.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the sort of force damage that's more lightsaber than like push.
At on the 2nd and 3rd influx, so to speak, I'm going to try and see if I can change the form of the sword to a greatsword.
Okay, you think on it. How much spell slots did you expend again?
6 total.
6 total. Okay. You watch as it forms itself into the handle extends, and you form a greatsword as you think on it, and you just will it to happen. However, you do not feel the same sort of impact the dice had. The damage die had. So it's not like that sort of that extreme burning feeling again. So you have found a feature. You can change the form of this. However, it will reduce the damage dice by an increment.
I'm curious. Hang on. Let me do a quick count up. Now, have you seen? Oh,
That's why Mr. Champion of Steel was only doing 3d8 with his halberds, not 42.
I'm gonna burn 2 level 2 warlocks, no, 2 level 2 and 1 level 1 pack slots for another 5, and see if it'll up the damage whilst they're keeping the same form. Because why the hell not?
It does.
Huh. Here you go, Code. Just casually one hand over the greatsword.
You
And
clutch,
then I try to
clutch the
duplicate it.
greatsword. It's as light as when you had clutched it before.
And then I do the duplication, and then I try handing one of the great swords to Rati.
As soon as you hand it over, it disappears.
Okay.
It is like mine.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. But does it reappear in my hand?
No.
Oh. Okay. So you can't even like throw it.
Mm-hmm. But when you did duplicate it, you duplicated 2 greatswords.
Okay. Good to know. I'd hand it back to Ezekiel.
Eventually, it reverts back to its normal form when you touch it.
Well, okay. Okay, I would say the best way to get to the center island is flying. I can fly by myself, but Ezekiel, how many people can your steed carry? Considering that you're also carrying Zazu.
Oh, it can carry all of you, with a little bit of difficulty, but only a little.
Does it fly? I can't remember.
You got a griffin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, they're like
Okay, well.
big things. All right.
We're going on an adventure.
As
While
you
we're
guys go on
flying,
your,
I'm going to keep my eyes out with my goggles on.
Yep. As you go on your adventure, Jason, Bandor, are you there?
I think it's 50-50 if
Yep.
Dizzy's gonna sleep. Hey!
Friendly.
Also,
Oh, no.
50-50.
He's the 50-50, not Dizzy.
He's
Dizzy's...
muted. Friendly, you're
Yeah.
muted.
Oh, is he trying to talk or something?
Maybe not.
Alright, hang on, someone's message.
check his stream. Is he sleeping?
Yo,
Can't hear any snoring.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, good. Alright, so Bandor and Jason. I mean, you guys have plenty of time to, thanks to these other guys' things, but instantly you guys are teleported. Wait, let me check her inventory. Tuning forks. Let me open up this map. Hang on, I have to refamiliarize myself with this location. You teleport upon what seems to be a massive stone and marble platform, and it overlooks what looks to be a massive part of a vast land of cities and mountain ranges, and what looks to be large sakura trees surrounding a. Oh shit! You're looking at over at a large expanse of the empire. Dread is behind you guys, going, "Oh shit! Oh, we're at that fancy city, university, aren't we?" He looks towards the mage, and the mage is like, we are with, we are." Ugh, let me. That just happened. We are in Ralthalas in the empire. I teach here. Don't let appearances fool you.
Wait,
And
you're a
Dread's like,
teacher?
"What do you mean? You're like 40, aren't you?" And she's like, looks a little disgusted, like, how does he know? But she goes, anyway, I about that, and he just goes, "Yep, your extra payment here. Knock yourself out." He just throws a sack of like coin towards her. She catches it, and she looks inside, and she goes, her eyes go wide, and she goes, "Yep, I'll take my leave. It was a pleasure working with all of you. Tell my let the others, if they survive, you know, I have my own skin to preserve, and a toodaloo, and of course, I wish to not work with you guys ever again."
Yes. Forget anything you saw today.
I am trying. I'm gonna get some whiskey and do that. She walks away, and Dread's like eyeing her a little bit.
Your
You want me to
type, eh?
kill her? No. What? we are on a completely different pages here. No. It seems like a loose end. You want me to kill her?
No, she's only a little.
I guess she has. I apologize for trying to use just a slight bit of deception, but I just wanted it to pass a certain points of screening. You know how royal gods are, and checking your minds and whatnot, reading your minds to figure out whether or not they willingly are carrying an assassin into some sort of castle. Avoiding all of that sort of mental detection. May have ran you through a few mental gymnastics, and I honestly didn't expect to meet an angel so fierce in their beliefs.
Yeah, well, we're here now. Doesn't matter. What does matter is what's
Yeah,
up.
it kind of does matter, but I do have a couple of questions. Were you guys the ones to injure the angel in the first place?
No, that was the Thronetaker.
No wonder I killed it so easily. Second question. What are you guys doing now?
Well, we were supposed to journey into the Abyss alongside those fellas. Not sure how they're going to feel about that now.
I mean, I think they're dead. But look, if for some reason they're not dead, it's hard to explain. But honestly, don't be afraid of the angels. In
I'm
fact,
not.
you shouldn't even trust what they say. They are divine messengers. The most they can do, if they ever fly towards the prime material plane without some sort of help by their archbishop of their religion, is send a message. They are messengers of gods. They cannot do. They have no influence over our world. We can just run here, and I have ways of running here, and they cannot do shit to me.
Good to know.
But man, was I super fucking worried when you popped me out, and when Jason was about to kill you into bloody fucking heavens.
Good times, though.
No, but he smiles, and he says, "Yeah, it is."
Any idea where the genius is?
Who?
You know,
Yeah, I'm a
girl.
genius.
Technically not allowed to talk about it, but she's undergoing a contract as well. Pretty powerful one. She has two lined up. One about some sort of interesting guy. Creates a lot of stuff. Very smart. And the other one, King of the Mountains. I really don't care actually. But I do know what she's doing, kind of. Well, we do keep in contact. The bureaus are still in the same old place. Back where you're
Is-
from, it's still in the port town.
Is her contract still open?
Ah, that. He nods. She seems like a problem. I do believe a thorough chasing is needed, but I feel as if the person she's doing a contract for is also a patron, and if that is the case, you carry out your mission as you will, but I do advise to stand down. We don't want crossfire between client and worker.
Understand.
I'm happy actually that you're keen on taking this seriously, and there were two tests you were needing to pass alongside your brother in order to be fully initiated. One was the obvious. If you didn't pass that, I would have told that pit fiend in that training area to eat you guys alive. He's a very good friend of mine, Ronald.
How is
Yes,
he,
he is.
by the way?
Oh, he's probably eating someone. Well, also don't care, but he's if we ever catch up, it's all he talks about is gains
Yeah.
and working out, and you probably know his type. You've met the guy. And the second one was unbending loyalty, in which you have shown, as well as the third one I'd like to impart upon everyone would be critical thinking, which looks towards you, Jason. Not bad. I like the fact that you try to defuse a situation, even though it was quite literally fucked to begin with. I do not blame your friends for wanting to kill me then and there, and I do not blame your friends for taking as long as they needed to. I did not expect the angel to act upon it like that. I don't blame them. But at the same time, I wish I could have told them in time that they themselves could have just ran with us. Angels can't touch us in the realm here.
I wasn't even thinking about you. I was thinking about myself, mate. I'm like, look how fucked I am.
You are the perfect. Oh well, here you go. He hands you like a similar-looking potion to what Bandor had. Drink up or keep it. I think we're in a safe place now. Just in case you need it.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, put into your inventory an ultimate healing potion. It is 4 pounds.
Ultimate. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So,
Critical thinking, unbending loyalty. You are, in every sense of the word. Do you guys speak Abyssal?
No, I do not.
I can speak
just says-
anything.
Oh, yeah. Bando, you hear, welcome to the Order of... You're like, oh, what the fuck? Did you just... Jason, you hear, welcome to the Order of the Gods, the Chain Gods. And you're like, well, that was that. And then, he looks towards you, Jason, surprised. He's like, you understood that?
Of course, mate. I understand all now.
All speak like Thor from right now. I'm kidding. He goes, it looks like you have a lot on your plate, and do you have a way to get to where you need to?
Maybe.
I think you
Have
guys
to
will.
figure it out.
Yeah, you guys will be resourceful enough. You got time. Well, it's not like I'm completely empty of jobs here. I did have one job in the Empire.
What about the fire guy? You still...
Like I said, I wasn't lying to your friends when I couldn't disclose how much time I had with them. But the the reason why I could say that was I kind of have all the time in the world with them. This Thronetaker of yours pays in. Yes, he did.
Promises, right?
Indeed. I wouldn't want a world for anything, honestly. He didn't pay. He didn't promise me a world. He promised me a guaranteed promise, something to shape reality itself, and he demonstrated it. And I thought to myself, I would pass up on that offer. So whenever I get the job done, I'll probably get that sort of power, and I'll probably use that power on the next hit, and on the next hit, and on the next hit. Just keeps on going. It's just that I didn't expect this gamut to not pay off. And again, why didn't you guys go to the Fire Realm right away? What's stopping you?
Not real sure how it works over there.
There's a power struggle between the rulers over there, but as soon as Dirvax will go, the Fire Realm will reunite. They'll be very, very strong. And I was told to kill the Fire Sultan upon the highest peak of his speech to his followers. And I thought it was going to be perfect timing.
Out of character. In Forgotten Realms,
Yes.
the elemental planes, for example, the fire elemental plane.
Yeah.
There is no oxygen.
Correct.
So you would need to be able to essentially breathe without breathing.
Yes.
And that exists in your world too, I would imagine.
Yeah. Similar. Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's because that's the information that Vandal's trying to. Well, I mean, he would be looking to find out all sorts of things.
I mean, he's like what, level 15 now? You could surmise that he'd probably put two and two together, and that would probably be the case. I don't think Bando's that stupid, right?
He's not. He's not at all.
Yeah,
he acts like he is, but he's 18.
Yeah. You're allowed to make that assumption with Bando's intelligence. That's for sure.
Okay.
Wait, we level 15? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have battle IQ maxed. You can be very efficient with your tactics. You know.
Aren't we 14? Have I missed a level somewhere?
We leveled up
If you-
last session.
Yeah.
End of Thronetaker.
Or are you bluffing, pretending you're 14 Warlock only, and not revealing your Wizard level? Ooh.
Wait,
I was literally I was so tired that last game. I probably fell straight asleep.
I'm still level 14 as well.
Bandor's level 14 for a reason.
Yeah,
Oh, right. Yes, I am a level behind. That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
sounds
Yes. Everyone else should be 15.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't done that change, just do it while I'm speaking to these guys.
Well,
Excuse me.
Then what is your? I mean, it doesn't really matter what your plan is, but is this where we're parting ways?
Not at all, actually. I'm here to offer you some work, or it looks like you still have outstanding work with them. But like I said, you guys have been good ever since I found you, and I don't say this to much people. I care about you guys. You're like you guys are little shits, but like you're like sons to me. Nah, probably little brothers. Yeah, you guys are little shits, but you're good little shits. Do as you're told. You ask the right questions. You talk back when you need to. Oh, I'm surprised you guys aren't I don't know, with the potential I saw in both of you. I'm surprised Jason's not like some sort of a champion of some arena at the moment, and you some sort of like ruler of a military regime or like a general of some sort in an army.
Yeah, I do want to join those druid guys at that big tree back home.
You do, huh?
Yeah, when we
Oh.
met them in the town, that was what I wanted to do, but I'm not sure I'm going to get there.
Well, if you're ever done with your work, I have some operatives in the grass blades I can introduce you to. You'll be forever, of course, you'll be forever monitored and aware of our order, but we're good friends, right?
Of course.
Of course. And as for you, Jason, there's plenty of these arenas I can show you to. Plenty of people to show up as well. Plenty of rulers to embarrass. And best of all, there's this arena that's been getting a lot of mention. These built-up orcs in the southern region of the world. Great arena to fight in.
Orcs. Vandal would laugh.
Whoa, let's all be inclusive here now. everyone can be strong.
Of course, that's all they're known for.
Fair enough. That's what you laughed at. I see. Well, interesting propositions for you guys to travel the world, and honestly, nice to see people like you guys, like my sons or my little brothers, just to work up in their way. My world, not my world, my bed. I don't know in this world. Oh, in the world, and just. I'm proud of seeing you guys get this strong. It's a little scary to admit, but if we fought properly, you'd actually be able to touch me. Hell, even make me bleed.
Yeah, just before you cut my head off. he would laugh.
Knowing you, your head's a bit too hard to cut off. I'd go for something else. I'm efficient with my killing. Jason, yeah, I'll go for the head.
I don't want to die again. Come on, mate.
Again?
I mean,
you do admit.
from the first time,
First time
like,
for
first
everything,
time.
He wags a finger to you. I gotcha. You have that potion now, so if you do die the next time, that is just no. I was about to say skill issue. That is just no excuse. Okay.
No more dying. Yeah.
If you ever need me, I'll be hanging out in the bureaus of Chillstep Town over here. I feel like taking a little bit of a break for a while. As for the genius, I'll dial it back. Just keep an eye on her. I don't know. I have a... Look, my instincts have been wrong because I did this gamut and I was wrong, but I just have a bad feeling about her.
I hate her.
You do, huh?
So we can't kill her anymore?
Oh,
No. Oh, if there's a window, fuck her up.
It's just ill-advised for now.
For now. But I don't like Shao either. So if you get the chance, kill the genius.
Understood.
Hey, look, what's that over there? He says, pointing out towards the ocean.
We'd look. I feel like we'd definitely look.
Yeah, we
Jason, do you look?
just purposely look.
Yeah. All right. Good sports. As you guys look, and you look back, he's not that fast. You see him like 200 feet away, so he did like cover a whole distance, but then he turns a corner into like one of the university buildings. At least his footsteps were quiet.
Well, brother.
Right. I'll just tell you what. I'll translate for you what he said. What was it again? Welcome to Chain Gods, right?
The Chained Gods. Yes.
Order of the Chained Gods.
Order of the Chained Gods. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're in. Order of the Chained Gods.
Interesting. Chained gods.
Any of you guys proficient in history?
I am.
You are? Oh. Order of the Chained Gods. They go by another moniker. Actually, in Olden Common. Let me. This is like years ago notes. So let me look it up real quick from the OneNote.
Okay. Oh man.
We need to research anything while we're here.
We need to figure out a way to make you breathe fire.
Why?
Well, otherwise, we're gonna go to. When we eventually go to the plane of fire, you're gonna choke to death.
I should know that, right? How it works, how you guys just discussed.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, fix for it, Mr. Air Bubble enthusiast.
Okay.
You don't have to
Oh.
be a remedy to know about it. This Jason could have figured it out as well eventually.
Can
Yeah.
I? Oh yes. I just have to get an air bubble. I failed. I tried to search one. Remember? And then I failed on the roll for the shopping.
Correct, but
So
yeah.
I should know about it. Yeah.
You do know about it. So yes.
Okay.
There's also. Did you try to search for like the spell or like a coin that does it? Because I know there is a coin that does it.
Yeah, the coin that, or like, there's a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
item
yeah.
that does it.
Yeah. No. Did I?
Because I
If I
failed.
failed you for that, you must have rolled really low because those are usually just uncommon items.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you made me fail.
Okay.
Because
Oops.
I think I did roll really low.
Oh, you did roll really low. Okay, there you go. Anyway, they go by another name. In the olden common, Stormgrand or Angeteta Storm. They used to go by the Order of the Chained Storm. Basically, these are the assassins that work for the Thieves Guild. Like the assassins that you like only they're legends. Only they're not even quiet. They're violent, they're fast, and they always hit their mark. It describes Dread very well, actually. Violent, always hits their mark. And yeah. Roll a history check.
Okay.
Forgot you were proficient in history. Fuck.
Fuck.
11. And the more it's not too bad. Funny enough, you rolled a 2.
Really? That's
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. You would know a little more. What do I say?
Do you add bless to those, or is it just saving throws and
Saving throws and
throws.
attacks. Yeah. That's guidance for checks like that.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The thing itself, with at least the order of the chains, just as a shortened term for it, they have a 100% hit record, and the only times in history in which these guys have been exposed to have been the ones to kill is if they purposely leave a message. That's how good they are. And you have no idea when they were made or when these rumors started circulating, but ever since then, this legendary band of assassins that has worked underneath the very black market itself of the world has has just not ever missed a mark.
Right.
For context, out of character, this will be interesting information for you. Rallis is not part of this.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't be.
Yeah, he wouldn't be. He does know about them though, and he can call upon their services.
Because I think he's just from there. He would be.
Yes.
If there was a thief division, I could imagine he would be from that, but not the assassin.
Quite so, actually. Yes, you are. Rallis is. If you don't remember, you had a certain title. You were called You're called Master.
Yeah, Master
A lot.
Thief.
Yeah, Master Thief Rallis. the goodest guy, you know.
Yeah, just a nice guy.
Yeah, just a nice guy.
Play the healing music.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh,
Really?
it's a Master Thief song.
Yeah. Anyway, so I assume you guys do have an easy way to get back. By the way, you do have contacts in Swordbreak, but yeah, I was about to say let's go back. Let's get to logistics. What do you guys want to do?
I turn to Jason. Are you still connected to Lady Rosengard?
Not in the way that I know of. I have nothing. I have no connection with her.
Well,
magical? No.
That's not true. And Vendor would just try to think about contacting Rosengard.
Oh, do I have a connection with her?
I don't think so, but we were with her for a while. I'm sure she.
Oh,
We have plans to do shit together, so I imagine she's probably fucking watching us or some shit.
I don't know. How do you try and contact her?
He would just be thinking of her, basically. That's all. That's all he's got.
Okay. You think of her. Nothing happens. Nothing comes to mind.
That didn't work.
Did you think of the right Rosengard? Do you have any other way out? So we're still gonna go travel with those guys, right?
Does he just go quiet to you else?
Yeah, I don't hear.
He did, yeah, I don't hear Dizzy. Are you trying to talk, Dizzy? Hello? Oh shit.
I don't know.
Oh, give it 2 minutes. Let me know when he responds.
He's still thinking really hard.
a minor illusion, a picture of, well, I mean,
Oh
mini,
no.
a mini Rosengard. This is what she looks like, mate. And he's still quietly thinking,
Just Iron Fist meditation.
Right.
Hey, he's typing.
Maybe? Oh, his net died. Maybe he had storm.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
You alright?
Yeah. What did I say? What was the last thing I said?
Yeah,
Did you hear Frenny say, were you thinking of the right Rosengard?
I didn't.
Okay, that was where you ended off.
Okay. Bandor. Where's Clyde?
He says it'll be 2 minutes.
Okay, that's alright. I'll wait. Because I was like, how the fuck do we get down from here? And then I started talking about like going to find someone that looked like a teacher or a professor or something. And then no one said anything. I was just sitting there like, guys.
Yeah, you weren't saying anything, and I was like, does it?
Yeah, my internet never goes out.
Frenny was
Yeah,
chatting away to you, was like, maybe he's being all like macho and staring into the distance, thinking of Rosengard.
Thinking of Rosengard.
Trying. Clyde doesn't let me date his characters.
Friendly, I might be mixing this up. Did you get a Sending Stone to Rosengard? I feel someone did, but I don't remember if it was your card.
Maybe we did, but I haven't.
Kai, did you get the Sending Stone? I'm sure someone got a Sending Stone. Oh no, never mind. I used Sending Spell.
It was Weaver. Weaver had the Sending Stone.
Yeah, I've got the spell.
Yeah, you have Sending, but Weaver had the Sending Stone. I don't have the Sending Stone. I have other Sending Stones, but not those.
Me too.
I have no communication magic.
I forgoed
think I do
Fireball
either.
for sending, and it makes me sad.
Fireball would be good. You could just fucking let me run in and cast it on top of me.
I know, I was thinking that when you're talking you're on fire, I was like, oh mate, the synergy would be amazing.
What's it called? If you have spellcasting sniper, you can make it so people just automatically succeed it.
Yeah, I'm immune to fire, so it doesn't matter.
Sniping spellcaster thing.
I'm unfortunately not that kind of wizard.
Yeah.
Do I need to be like resistant to fire if we go to the fireplace?
Well, the whole thing about in like normal, sorry, not normal, in like Forgotten Realms.
Oh,
hey,
Dizzy's there.
Back.
Alright.
Hello.
Where were we?
I was thinking of Rosengard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing came to. Yeah, nothing happened.
Bender would then look around for a professor or someone who looks important, kind of.
Yeah, easily done. You get like probably like the oldest looking elf around in the area. Beautiful white robes. Just an elder elf as well. Wrinkles for an elf is pretty rare, and you approach him. It looks like you guys confused. Like, how are you to He came from the teleportation circle, so that must mean transported here by one of our. Who are you?
My name's Bendel. This is my brother Jason. We're
Introduction.
And Lord.
adventurers.
Jason. I see.
We are adventurers.
I am Professor Televan Andarash. I am the professor of transmutation, evocation, and conjuration at this University of Magic. How can I help you? You two look lost in some way.
Yes, actually. How do we get down?
Right. I will not inquire as to how you got here, because it must mean you must be trusted. But if you are lost and you're just abandoned here, I'm gonna have to have a stern word with whoever has taken you. Do you know of whom took you here?
They had matters to attend to. It was no harm done. We put them through a lot.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on.
15, and he says, if you say so, then no harm, no done.
How much trouble would would they get in?
It's a she. I guess that narrows down my search. And you watch as he casts like some sort of spell very, very quickly, and you feel like your mind's being probed of like your surface thoughts, just briefly. And he says, "Ah, I see. That girl. Anyway, how you get down from here? Oh, you can either wait a day before the Griffin Post Riders will do their usual taxiing of students to and from the main ports, the flying ports of Raltalas to Swordbreak. You can wait for a month-long sort of a wait time for the usual international students that we get through airship from either Prominence or the Free Cities, and most recently the Southern Federation. Or you can, if you want to instantly get out of here, I can transport you to any of the major cities via teleportation circle, but I will ask you to just keep a blindfold on when you arrive, and then upon the exiting of the premises in which you arrive to. Those are your options. Of course, I assume you are quite skilled. I have seen briefly some of your memories of fighting in different realms, so I'm pretty sure you have money to spare, and should you need to wait for any of those long-term sort of arrangements for travel, you may bunk and feed yourself here, but of course for a cost. We have guest quarters.
I'm thinking, is the offer of teleporting us to a major city, are you looking for monetary benefits?
No, I am not. I am simply. It's just from a security standpoint. Please don't take any offense.
Understood.
Braltalas is mostly for students only of the Magic Inclined. However, reading upon your thoughts, it seems both of you will not make bad students should you wish to explore yourself in the arcane nature. Of course, like I said, I'm just it's just protocol. I seek no monetary value. I wish to just keep the site tidy.
I understand.
Thank you.
Brother,
Yeah,
do you have a city you would prefer to go to?
Are we still joining up with those other guys?
I don't even know if they're still alive, but we probably should.
Oh, we joining up with Rose.
Yeah, I think so.
Where's she again?
In
Can
the
you
war
teleport-
lab in
War lab.
Providence.
Can you teleport us outside of this region, or within the region only?
I can teleport you outside the region, but I wouldn't have any personal access to all of the teleportation circles of all of the major cities in the world. I had just meant this region. I do have access to all of them, but if it's another region, I certainly can. But keep in mind there will be some errors if it's not a place I'm familiar with. If you don't mind, if you would allow me into your brain so that I can, well, first you'd have to think of the place that you want to go, and then I'll try and, of course, link myself to your mind, and that way I can get a clear vision and more of a chance to teleport you directly.
Hmm.
I think we have a link in Swordbreak that met the boss.
Yes. Sword break will do.
I see. Swordbreak it is. Where's the near? Let's just go to the one that you used. Follow me.
We'll follow him.
He walks, but it doesn't look like he has a gait. It's like he glides across the ground. Like the robes are just like that long on him. It's like watching a guy like ride a Segway, you know. But like, yeah, obviously the legs are hidden. Yeah, eventually he comes across the teleportation circle in which you guys arrived in. Yeah, he gets a bit of chalk, and you watch as the chalk sort of like floats towards the ground and starts drawing for him. And as he does so, he's just waving his hand around, and he says, on the mark of the minute, I want you guys to step into the circle." And then as soon as the minute mark happens, it just flashes. "Okay, you have 6 seconds. Go, 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 go."
Okay.
Go, go,
There
go.
you go. And you arrive yourselves in Swordbreak. Eventually meeting up with your contact of the other mage who has stationed herself there and is very surprised that you're here after the fact. After being blindfolded and taken out of the premises, you exit and you find yourselves at least exiting the palace. So now you know the teleportation circle is within there. You make your way towards a Griffin Post to figure out where this person is. The person recognizes you. This woman mage that is just that was apparently asked by the general to assist you guys on just the portals and stuff and traveling. And thinking that her job was done, and then realizing you guys are here, she looks very confused as to why you guys are here.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. To what do I owe the pleasure? Actually, it's a bit of a long story, isn't it?
Definitely. We need to get to the war lab.
First haste, or
Unless you've got something else on.
I do, but I feel like your something else is a bit more important. Give me an hour.
Understand.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest if you guys want.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
do that.
please.
Definitely.
There you go. Roll your hit dice,
I think
because we're
if
not
I-
out of the woods yet.
Have you changed the scene? No.
Ah, I have not, but I
Okay.
was just looking at it for my own sort of benefit. The Empire map. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the in case I had to reload. So refresh. So,
You now have the most expensive healing potion in the world, Jason.
Whoa.
They go for 25,000 gold.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, did you see how much it healed?
Yeah, 104.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Holy shit.
53, so that puts me to 157. And then this one, this one, this one.
But yeah. As you guys have had an hour to yourselves resting, just at like a, just hanging out at a normal cafe. Bless you,
Thank you, sorry.
says the child that just walks past. Yeah. As you guys are just like sitting at like some sort of random cafe just outside of Griffin Post, contemplating. It's been a while since you two were just together. It's been a while since you two just hung out. Brings you back to like some good times, until finally you feel, both of you feel rested, regenerated, and ready to go on. And when you do so, Deanne Grail, the woman that was helping you guys in behest of the general, goes, "Right, are we ready to leave?"
Ready as ever.
All right. The final confirmation, brothers. This is what you want to do.
I think so, yes.
All right, Jason.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And with that,
did you
yes.
did you pick up the arm? I mean the uniform?
I
You
did,
did.
yeah.
Take it?
Yes.
Could I have like looked at it? And
Yeah,
checked it out. Seen
Okay,
if,
the details on it.
yeah, Mr. Weaver
Uh,
Tools.
Oh, well, oh yeah, yeah, proficient.
Yeah.
This is definitely otherworldly shit. IRL, this is denim, but in character, Jason's like, whoa, look at this new clothing material. Look at this fabric.
Wow, mate, what kind of... So it's not in the unknown, right? In this land.
It is a little unknown, but just to you.
Okay.
Denim would exist here, but it's like it's in the beginning stages. People are just beginning to like process and polyester shit, mass produce. But you know, it's in the beginning stages of that industrial revolution sort of deal. Yeah, you look at it and you're like, this is extremely well made. Like the quality of this, as well as the no wonder that guy was able to move as fast as he was, and he felt protected by it. It's non-magical, but this does give a +1 bonus to unarmored defense if you wear it.
I'll be like, this is some good shit. Is it like styled nicely that I'll be jealous of it?
Let me pull up this token.
They're just clothes, brother.
Mate, you know I'm into my clothes, see?
Steel World Champion. Alright.
Oh, feels
What's it like
nice. Not having to talk like a noble. Oh, those weird old men.
So yeah, there's the Force Saber's handle, without it being lit up, just resting on the lap. And basically the uniform is just the black vests, and it would be coat-tailing at the bottom half of it, but it doesn't show since he's sitting down.
This is some good shit, mate. Oh, lucky you. You gonna wear it for real, yeah?
I haven't thought about it yet, but
There is no symbolism on it.
Okay.
It is just as it appears on the token.
Oh, because you got the armor, right? Oh, yeah.
I do have armor currently.
He doesn't have
What is it? What is it? Sorry.
It's +1 bonus to unarmored defense if you decide to wear it. So it's only really effective if you're like
Unarmored defense.
if you're like Jason or a barbarian. because it's like just easy flowing. It's not extra padding underneath your armor, sadly,
Okay.
but it's easy flowing, very protective.
This would be better for you, brother.
Oh mate, you're not breaking. Oh, what is it? You're being for real?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Hmm.
But don't forget, this is a gift.
Wow, a gift from my brother. Oh, mate. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah. Oh, mate. I'll take it and put it on. Wow, it feels so good. Wow, how do I look? Onto a
You
pose.
The same as before.
Okay,
Only with a
alright.
black vest and some coattails.
This is when I need Zhao. I miss Zhao.
Yeah, we'll see it sooner or later.
Alright,
Nice.
let's go. Can I? We're not gonna be doing. Oh yeah, let's just go.
As you decide to go now, after trying on your new vestiges, she opens up what looks to be another pink shimmering portal that appears, the same ones that Rosengard used, and you find yourselves within the confines of the War Lab. And as you do so, that is where we'll end the session. Nice. So there was a couple of logistical questions there that I had asked, because if you guys had decided maybe they're not alive and you'll go on your own and, you know, take another job from Dread, campaign would have ended. Because those guys would still be alive and come back to the thing, but there'll only be 3. And you guys have effectively gone off from the campaign from then on.
Mhm.
Campaign would have ended. Rosengard would have still done the abyssal attack, and I would have had to just do everything scripted, an epilogue. Don't worry, I won't kill off Rati and all of them, but you know, it'll be hard adventure, harder than it should have been.
Our connection to Rosengard is still strong, I guess.
But yeah, yeah, since you had chosen to continue with them, campaign's still going. Eventually, the other 3 will find themselves back in the War Lab after some talks with the Central Island elves that won't come out of the fortress. So I'm interested to see how you guys are gonna make them come out. But yeah, and with that, I was actually wondering how you guys are gonna go at it. I didn't expect you guys to immediately try and kill Bandor. I thought you guys were gonna do it like a lot later on, after a rest or something.
We should have.
Because there's a very real chance that you guys do it, and you, alongside Dread, fight the right hand of the Solars.
Oh, you told us it was some sort of demonic entity. Where's the best place to attack such a thing?
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, probably threw you for a loop that I was Dread, huh? You two.
Yeah, I was very. As soon as you said a white hand, though, I was like, "There's no way this motherfucker's inside of me."
He was. Yep.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't think of that at all.
Yeah. Poor Zazu having good
So there's a,
good decision making, because if you guys had taken too long, he would have just probably executed all of you.
Hmm.
With the way
Yeah,
that angel is. That one is not very nice. But the other one, that skeletal wing one, yeah, that one was pretty honorable. But he was gone.
yeah, well, it was a quick decision on her rather than trying to sacrifice people that she's actually, become friendly with.
Yeah.
She'd rather take her own life.
But yeah, Zazu is now forever gone. If you want to keep playing in the campaign, let me know if you have like another character in hand. Otherwise, you can fully retire, and you will have cool points as if you had completed this campaign alive. There's
I
actually
do
one.
actually have another character in mind, but I just need to...
There you go. It's up to you. Let me know within the next week and stuff, because I do want to do another session with you guys next Sunday. Woo!
Hey,
D&D again, guys.
Yay.
Wow.
While I'm playing
Woo.
Wilds. Oh my god! Imagine.
But yes, I can finally not play Zazu because she was actually really.
She wasn't that useless. You just never got any items that were meant for you until
Yeah.
Focus Saber came along, but you just didn't have enough
Yeah.
slots.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's
She
busy
the
running
thing
the
is,
whole time.
Zazu wasn't poorly built. I like Zazu's clone builds. You
Yeah.
produced advantage for yourself, and you had Echo Knight extra attack. Like that's decent.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you had like the.
I was
nice,
considering doing the what's it called, the Echo Knight
Yeah.
thing as well.
You just
Because
had.
you could-
yeah. I was
Shanna's
actually
really unlucky with rolls as well.
Yeah,
Almost
it
as
doesn't
unlucky
matter
as...
where you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was actually looking up like different type of builds and all that kind of stuff on net, and that's how I found the trickster build.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it.
it's really cool. I think the only thing I'd suggest if you try it again is some sort of movement enhancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was your also weakness is
Yeah.
because you had
well,
to use bonus action in order to move the clone. So even if he did get a movement enhancer, it would have to come in the form of like a bonus action. If it was like a
Yeah.
form of a
My
spell.
clients actually the clients actually didn't have a movement didn't have an action requirement to move the client as long as it was within the 30 feet of me.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, the best thing about that class I feel like is that you don't have to the point of origin of your attack can come from either you or your clone at any time.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you can trick
I just-
someone and like
really
they can
cool.
waste a turn attacking like the wrong thing.
Yeah, I just didn't
And it's
have
not a
the
range
chance.
attack. It's not a range. What's it called on that? So I could play with the bow and play it like,
And do the same
with
thing,
that
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I just didn't have the chance to get to 15 to where I could, if my coin takes disappears, I can take temporary temporary HP, but 2d6 plus my Constitution mod
That's pretty
if
good.
I don't already have temporary HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically
Me-
you were 15. You just got insta kill.
Yeah,
I felt like Zazu
Yeah.
Zazu was really intense on dying though.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit that way.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
well,
on one
bad
hand,
decision.
on one hand that she was, conflicted with her decision, but on the second hand, she knew that since the sending stone was like one way, she knew
Yeah.
that her people would have abandoned her by now, and that her mission was actually an abandonment mission.
Correct. The dragon was speaking the truth. That Shanna didn't know it because I had tricked both him and the character. But yes, Zazu was indeed sent here to be abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In turn, as she, as she, told herself that, that her lord Draxler may claim her soul and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, she knew that she had now just realized that she had been abandoned.
Yeah. When I was like crafting like these kind of railroaded backstories for you guys, I'd made like a couple of sad ones. Yeah. Zazu was one of them. Quite
I want
a
to
sad
go.
one.
I do want to go and find out what the hell is happening with my mom because that's crazy. Like the fact that she was.
By the way,
responding to
guys,
the
yeah, this is
sendings.
where I was gonna get to with the conclusion. Stick around for a little bit. I have some options for you guys to all consider. I mean, all of you guys are eventually gonna meet up, and you're gonna talk to each other. Whether or not you want to hate each other after the fact that you had chosen to abandon, up to you. But here are your current paths. The Zazu's one is already has taken off, but he did have an interesting path of trying to reconnoiter with the Githyanki fleet that he was that he used to be in. That way, you can I don't know, go from there and try and kill off the Thronetaker for good, using that.
Yeah, that's where
There
if I had decided to take the engine, the ship engine, if I
And
could have found a way to find
Make
someone
your
who's
own.
actually good, yeah,
Yep.
and then use that to get to whatever plane that the Thronetaker would have been.
Yep, correct. All right. So, but the actual paths you could take now. You still have. I'll start with probably the least recommended from the DM, but all of these will grant some sort of level up, or items, or even both. So starting with Ezekiel's path, you guys could take the path in which I guess we'll say the path of the Redeemer. Ezekiel still has some loose ends to try and investigate about his family and whatnot, and they involve, funnily enough, am I allowed to spoil a little bit of your backstory, Mr. Ezekiel?
It's kind of why that's what kind of why he
he
said
here?
to. Yeah, but that's also kind of why she stopped Ezekiel saying, saying you still have things to do,
Yeah. Mr.
You
Luigi,
said Ezekiel, were you there?
hey there.
Mm.
Ezekiel.
Yeah,
You're muted if you're trying to talk, Ezekiel.
yeah. That's kind of why she said like you still have, even though he doesn't want to admit it. I still said to him like you still have stuff to do and redeem yourself, and stopped him from trying to sacrifice himself.
Yeah. But at the same time, I played.
Oh, you are there.
I did play it as, I swore an oath. My whole character is to protect, and he failed. So that's where he's at his lowest right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I was going to might as well discuss with you guys your next steps to make my planning easier for next week and stuff. I was gonna start with you, Ezekiel, because everyone has their own backstory paths to pursue.
Yep.
I was gonna start with you. Do I have permission to spoil a little bit about your backstory to them?
Yeah.
Okay. So, funnily this is taking place in the Abyss. Ezekiel has some loose ends to try and tie with certain devils and demons that has assaulted his family, and he has gotten a great big clue as to where next they'll attack. And he might get some revenge. He might tie some ends, and he might get some demon and devil sort of experience from it. That's his path. There's there's also the path of Rati. Do I have permission to spoil a little bit about yours, or do you want to keep yours under wraps?
Go
I
for
won't,
it.
I won't spoil that much. Yeah, because some of that I have to keep hush hush. But essentially, Rati has demonstrated and shown off from his mentor, as well as his own skills, connection to the more shadier part of society. He did ask for some jobs with involving maybe some sort of heist that will grant them some pretty nifty items in order to help with the expedition. It will line up with that time where Agri will probably have something for you. You just have to get in contact with them. So that's a path. There's also Kaid's path. Something strange is happening with his mother. A Star Reeve, like a proper royal guard in training. No, not in training. I like actual royal guard, maybe even royal guard sergeant, like equivalent of prominence. And she hasn't been responding at all to his messages, but the messages have been connecting. So she's alive, but she's just choosing not to respond. Something's happened to her. Now, this one has no leads, but is also a path he can choose to take as a party. And finally, last but not least, Dredd said Jason and Bando are in some sort of strange order. And he demonstrated the one of the order's top assassins. He demonstrated his power. They have their own contract, whether or not they... I already talked about it in session, so you guys already know out of character, but they have their own contract, whether or not they choose to share with the party, and if you guys choose to pursue it. And that contract is to pursue the murder genius, Shao. So
Yeah, I forgot about her for
there
a
is-
second, though.
all those paths you guys have to take. I didn't think I missed anyone, right?
I
Mm,
don't think so.
Yep,
Oh,
there's
that's right.
all those paths, and one more path to spoil to tell you guys once their events have been done. But yes, let me know which of these are appealing to you, and when that happens, I'll spoil to you the other event that has happened in the side. But until then, GG's everyone. Cheers for playing. All of you actually level up. This was a very dangerous session. This could have been an easy TPK and campaign end.
Double level up.
So we're
Let's go.
16 total.
Yes, you are 16, and
Cheers.
Bandor is
Jeez.
15. This was extremely dangerous for them. They had all the cards to fuck it up.
Hmm.
But
Only minorly fucked it up.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah, the fuck up wasn't character fuck up at all, nor player. It was just my trap sprung onto you guys. So
Yeah.
no one's fault here.
Yeah, in a way that Zazu basically saved your ass.
Yeah.
You guys
Also-
all collecting the angel blood was fucking crazy, by the way.
Hey,
I was giving it for
he,
Rafty.
Kite lost his forgotten glade poison in that fight. He's gonna get something to reconcile that,
Fuck
something
that.
of equal value.
He's out of freaking. I love that door. I'm out of here. No.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not sticking around.
I just thought
Yeah.
it was like spewing out everywhere. I was like, I'll just stick a vial out, catch some, and chuck it
Yeah,
in the
me
pocket.
too. I thought like
Yeah,
decapitation,
Rati
it would be like some
made me think that
regurgitation of the,
too.
like.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
Oh,
but not
okay.
for.
It's an angel, so it probably
Yeah.
doesn't have
But
the
yeah,
same
character-wise, Clyde, I do have
It's coagulated.
class and race set out, but I just don't know the background. I should give it. That's all.
That's okay. You have a whole week to figure that out, and I'll
Mm.
help you along the week anyway. But
We
not
should
Yeah,
tonight.
we should have just taken the whole body, man. Fuck
Yo,
yeah.
I might be
It's too easy
character
for us.
biased, but we should definitely follow my backline, guys. No,
Help your mom.
I'll ask, I can ask these guys as well. Help with the back story too. As
Yep.
well.
Does
by the backstory.
anyone have consensus on what you want to do? Just to give Clyde an idea. I'm like out of character. Like my guy's got no issue with you guys fucking off. Like our mentors are very similarly aligned, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
I would ask Ezekiel and Rati if he like after we get back to the war lab to sit down and talk, but that's like most.
Yeah, you guys can discuss
I don't
whatever.
feel like-
If you guys can't, that's fine. If you guys can't think of one now, but if you want to, you can discuss it in text. You can skip over the. I'll tell you now. It'll be very very hard to get those elves out in the central island, so we can gloss over it if you want.
I'm just going to be sending them.
Okay, but you what's sending? You have to know that they exist, right?
Yeah, but
Like-
I can look straight in the window and see them, right?
No silhouettes, like last time.
I see.
Yeah.
How many days do we have till the actual Abyss thing?
Unconfirmed by Rosengard, she is but
Oh,
it is pretty much any time now. And I'll tell you now, yeah. Either you go in now or you do one more. Anything after that, if you do decide to do more, it will exponentially be harder to
Yeah, but-
retrieve Evandril.
So
Okay, so let's do the one I think that may be most relevant to the Abyss line at this moment.
I mean, technically, everyone's is relevant because everyone's is gonna benefit some way. There's no backstory that won't benefit you guys at the
Yeah,
moment.
but I think the one that, in my opinion, the one that benefits the most is probably Ezekiel, seeing that he's dealing with infernals and things like that
That's true.
directly in his storyline, so we could get some information on how they move, they work, and things like that. Some stuff
Yeah,
that we
get
don't already
Demon
have.
and Devil experience. That's true. Yeah, it's good to be ready by litmus
But then
testing yourself.
again, going to see
Then
my
again-
dad, the Rune Master, could get some gear.
Mm.
I like you guys had a fun time this session.
Oh yeah.
Rolled a fucking 2, man. That's fucked up.
Clyde, what persuasion
knows
did I
it's wrong.
need to get that blood?
Persuasion to
Yeah,
get the blood.
Like 20?
Probably. Something pretty high.
Hey, Clyde,
I can hit
by any chance, if I would have revive the angel, would there have been any chance of that happening? If instead doing the blood?
What was that? Sorry.
Instant revivify.
Revivify, sorry. If I would have done that straight away instead of pushing the blood out of the angel?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know.
Head chopped off, I don't think Revivify works.
Yeah, correct. Revivify wouldn't have worked. Yeah.
Even if it was like a regular person, I think
Correct.
you can reattach.
Yeah.
If you do some sort of like mad skill check, medicine
Mending.
skill check to like
Well,
stitch the head together, maybe.
Mending
speaking
technically
of
work
which,
because the body
Clyde-
would technically
No,
be an
mending
object.
is a bit too. That's a bit too big for mending.
Takes
Clyde,
a minute to
speaking of
cast.
which, with the contract that I made with Draxel, was there any effective with Zazu and all that? Because considering that there was no
Only time will tell.
connection.
Mhm.
I'll
Connection?
let you know if ever a random specter of Draxal assaults an adventuring group in the future. I'll let you know.
We'll kill it dead.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
could get an ASI or feet.
Feet.
Yeah, because
I
when
might
you
get
said
a
that there was a
feet.
tug between my soul to the throne, that indicates something. So yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah. My God, oh yeah, Z. I pulled out the freaking Storm, the legendary assassin band. They've finally revealed one of the members.
Hey,
Yeah.
Also get Land Stride.
oh glad you mentioned
Tree Star, you mean?
potential extra option based off the side.
No,
Does that mean we're
Land
gonna
Stride.
be
The
Yours, yes.
sometime this weekend or weekday or?
Oh, I'll have to tell Callum about that. Ask Callum about that since he was busy today because of Mom birthday. Mom birthday.
He was keen as on some D&D.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I had asked him like a week beforehand, like on Monday, if he was available to do his session with because Weaver and Headfree are still alive out there and shit.
yeah.
He said he wasn't
Oh.
available on Sunday, so
Yeah, he was like, I missed this, but I'm smashed. I missed this, but I'm smashed.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm smashed.
I missed
Yeah.
it. Aw, poor Callum. I hope his hangover isn't that bad tomorrow.
It's gonna suck. You can already
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah, he was like fucking far gone.
Yeah, I do get Land Stride. Cool.
Land stride? You mean tree stride?
No, Land Stride.
Stride.
A
Range
non-magical,
action.
difficult terrain. It doesn't impose my movement, and then thorn spines and all that stuff. I don't take damage from those in those terrains.
Yeah, it's like.
And then I have advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to
Oh, the
impede
level
movement.
8 ranger feature.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, you're taking more levels into ranger? You
Yeah,
are
you're
mad.
fucking mad, man.
I'm Rune Knight is supplementary now. Ranger's the focus. I'm trying to get to the level
My
where I
man.
can, like, take people into
You're braver,
etherealness.
man.
Considering that
Yeah.
Kay's going to range it, he's gonna have a friend that's gonna be in class range.
Good luck.
Wait, you're gonna be a ranger as well?
It's gonna be a Gloomstalker. I may as well just say it. Gloomstalker, and then Swashbuckler would be the multi-class.
That's also
well.
interesting.
I have
Okay.
well, what's crazy is that I have Zazu's belongings.
Mhm.
So if you're
Yeah,
going swashbuckler, I could also give you your character a sword if I see fit.
Yeah,
Well,
and
within
technically-
reason.
Yeah, well,
Within
she
Can't,
Random dude.
but
yeah,
Oh.
can't automatically give it to them. Just not yet.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to play a award that gives someone a really strong weapon because it's like,
yeah,
hey,
I'm
before an
I'm
award,
figuring
I
out the
crushed you
background right.
here.
I'm figuring out the background right now.
No,
'cause
I'm not saying like, oh, I just met you. Let me give you a +2 weapon because now I completely trust you with. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like,
Well, in
it
a
seems
way,
like this guy's not very equipped well.
Give them a few
I'll
runs.
discuss this
Maybe
with
he
a few
might
test
be.
runs.
yeah, I'll discuss this with
Haze
Clifford.
them. Yeah.
I am going to
Haze
be
them
doing
first, yeah.
something that is going to be Zazu involved, but I'm not going to say anything just because I'll discuss it with Clyde. But yeah,
Sure.
Would be
Yep, no
crazy
problem.
if you whatever storyline we went into, it ties into that. They just pop out from there.
Dude,
Yeah, well, I'll be discussing this with Chloe. So
Can't wait to what do you call it? Rati, are you ready to take another gamble? Are you ready to ingest some divine into you?
I think I'm going to.
dude,
yeah,
you'd have to.
but
Yeah, you're gonna have to have me and Ezekiel
how
on
many,
standby.
would I be? Would this new character be around the same level as these guys as well, Chloe?
There's always like a
Or-
bit of like a penalty for new
so
characters.
it'll be like 2 levels under or something like that.
No, just a level under. You'll be level 15.
Oh,
You want-
yeah. Oh, so it's same level as what Zazie died as.
No, I didn't go to
Yeah,
sleep at
pretty
all.
much.
I finally lived long enough, and I didn't think this would happen, to get my first, 2 stages of my combo online.
Nice.
Do I risk it or not?
I mean,
I would say if you have me.
I
and
mean, I have
Ezekiel-
given Dawn warnings before in the past as to this will have a chance to instantly kill your character, and he has taken those risks.
Shit.
Hey,
I don't know.
Why
man.
stop now, Dance?
Yeah, why
no.
do I stop now? Like
But I mean,
the,
Why stop
the
now is
record has
crazy.
said you've been pretty good, but I will always look at the dice. And then he rolls good anyway, and then I'm gonna be like, oh fuck me! All right, there you go.
Dance, I'm just saying. For some reason, plot armor will always stick to players when it needs to. Like in the most stupid scenarios, it will just stick to players.
I don't know. I've had some absolute shit rolls on guys too, and like absolute garbage.
Yeah, I'm eating. Don't tell me I'm not eating,
Yeah.
woman.
Progress, man.
I'm up to potential, I think 12d6 burst damage.
Damn.
Nice. What damage
I
type?
didn't take Piercer, did I?
I like how I like Daunce's builds though. They always take like a long time to go online, but when they do go online, you do see them.
I can Booming Blade.
I think
is a
for
cantrip
me,
and attack.
I want to do a
twice.
lot of things at once, and my character's like mainly utility, but I also want to be able to deal damage. So like I run into a lot of conflicts within the action, and
Yep.
like
Yeah, it does show.
But-
You are able to do all those things, but how much of them can you do in a turn? Not very many.
yeah,
if any.
That's why it takes
I don't
ages to
know
get something online.
anybody.
Vlad.
I've
Yeah.
slowly learned how to play this paladin.
but I'm slowly finding the rhythm though.
Built head free in the opposite direction as you, Cade.
And
built it
then
do one thing really well.
Every paladin
Yeah.
plays the exact same. You just hit stuff.
right, it's the for making
He
the
hits stuff
character.
and he hits stuff well, and there is Ezekiel's one specifically. As long as he gets his mount up, he'll be fine.
What's
Right.
crazy is that my whole thing was supposed to be like AOE large fights, and we haven't gotten into a lot
Oh my
of large
God.
like number fights, large number weak creature fights.
Oh my
Because that's
god!
like my whole kit.
I
is
mean, there was a
supposed to be for
couple
that.
at the start, like a whole bunch at the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite for
Yes.
with the growing the new character. Is it just roll once or?
I'm going.
Oh, I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know the stats
Yeah.
as well. But I will
Yeah.
also be going.
Get
GG's
to
guys.
All right, GG's.
Have a good
you.
one.
GG's again, guys.
Oh, well, one question before you leave though. One question before you leave. When, you know, like feats when they
excuse
say up until a maximum of 20, are you allowing us to go above 20 for certain sets?
Oh no. That
Okay.
that limitation is there. So keep in mind what you
I would,
think.
It's blind
I would have
fighting.
so much strength with head free.
It's blind fighting. I
Fighter,
think.
strength.
What was it?
Is blind
Friendly-
fighting an option for fighting style?
Is that the blind fighting? Yeah. Yeah.
It's the best one.
Is that a real thing? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Friday has that now.
I want to say no, but I think you're right.
I think it is fighter. But I know what you mean, friendly. Yeah, you can take
Yeah,
that.
fighting style.
I am.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to you guys getting the option of whatever the fuck me and Weaver do.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'll leave everyone now. All right. GG's guys.
Catch ya.
Bye.